Come on around, guys. Let's get them lined up here. All right. Looks like we are about ready to go. Got one still getting in position. And on that last one to get lined up there. All right, here we go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Oh, hold on. Wave off. Are we good to go there? I can't tell if we're good to go. I got two people standing there. I see one run out of pit lane. I'd like to brought him something. Are we good to go? It looks like they are. They're just standing there. All right, here we go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Let's fill them up. Let's clean them out. Down and quiet. And we're off and running. It's the 20-minute intermediate Nitro Buggy B main underway. It's going to be Chris Morant leading them off here in the B final. Morant feeling some pressure here from Mark Moon, who's in that number 2 spot. Haven't seen Mark Moon run truggy in a while. He's going to be looking for a transfer up in that 30-minute A final. Remember, guys, you cannot use your Joker lane on lap number 1. Joker lane is closed. Here they come around for lap number 1 down the front straightaway. Chris Moran out in front. Mark Moon in that number 2 spot. Sean Van Dalen works his way up into number 3.
"19 minutes left.
All right, you guys, sponsor sheets. If you have not returned your sponsor sheets for Pro Nitro Buggy, please do so. Sponsor sheets for Pro Nitro Buggy. Here's Chris Morant right now out in front. Mark Moon holding on that number 2 spot. Oh, man, Morant going to use his Joker right here on lap number 1. He's use it for twice in this 20-minute final. Chris Morant, Mark Moon right now running 1 and 2. Sean Van Dalen into 3. Alex Cummings into 4. Riley 5. Joker lane is available. Lap number 2.
"18 minutes left.
You're now 2 minutes down. 18 minutes left to go. It's Morant, Moon, Van Dalen, Cummings, and Mayers in the 5. 2 of you will transfer up into the main. Oh, we got a couple of guys taking advantage of their Joker lanes. Still early in this one, 2:30 down, 17:30 left to go. Morant out in front, got a 13-second lead here up on the field. Pro Nitro Buggy going to be coming up here shortly. Mark Moon right now finds himself 5.5 seconds up on Mayers.
17 minutes left.
Mark Moon has not used any of his Joker lane passes yet. Alex Cummings now works his way up into that number 3 spot. Justin Andres has used up both of his passes. So has Matt Navoso. And they're trying to get some advantages and work their way up into the field, work their way past some lap traffic. Here comes Morant through the patio, working his way back towards start-finish. Down the front straightaway he goes. A little bit of a long lap there for Morant. Race number 42 on the track. Race number 43, you are on deck. That's going to be Sportsman Truggy coming up next. Got several people using their joker
16
lane
minutes left.
here before that first fuel stop. Chris Morant right now, 17-second lead up on Mark Moon. Van Dalen finds himself only 0.6 of a second behind Moon. Van Dalen with the advantage with having one joker pass. Gives him an extra 7 to 8 seconds. Mark Moon still has both of his available. Now Van Dalen going to use both of his passes, going to move him up to that number 2 spot. 4:30 down, 15:30 left to go. Justin Andres holding on to the number 4. 4:30 down, 15:30 remaining.
Minutes
5 minutes
left.
down, 15 minutes left to go. Chris Morant, Sean Van Dalen, Mark Moon. Pro Buggy will be up right around 5 o'clock. Pro Buggy will be up right around 5 o'clock. We are a little bit behind schedule. We originally were looking at about 4:45, but we are right about 15 minutes behind, 20 minutes behind, so be right around 5 o'clock. Try to make up some time here. Intermediate Nitro Truggy B final out on the track. This one was scheduled to end at 4:10. Currently 4:20 with 15 minutes still left to go. Chris Morant right now in front. Sean Van Dalen in the number 2 spot. Mark Moon working at number 3. Travis Jones in the 4. Bella Rogers now works her way up to that number 7 spot. She's 2.2 seconds behind Justin Andres. Chris Morant and Sean Van Dalen have both used their 2 joker passes. Mark Moon holding on to number 3. He has not used any of his, nor has Travis Jones. Travis Jones from 16th on the starting grid has climbed his way to the 4 spot. Bradley Roop holding on to the number 5. Roop right now finds himself 5.1 seconds back of Jones for the 4. As we're nearing fuel stops here. Oh, there goes one to the pits now. I believe that might have been Travis Jones.
13
yep,
minutes
that was
left.
Travis Jones with a 7-second fuel stop here. $7:15 down, 12:45 left to go. Morant, Moon, Van Dalen, Jones, and Root right now your top 5. Mark Moon right now finds himself about a half a lap back of Chris Morant, but still has both of his joker lane passes available to him. Everybody coming in for their fuel stops here. Mark Moon just ran his fastest lap of the race.
Left.
Got a 6.6 second fuel stop as well from Mrs. Moon Pie. Van Dalen holding on to the number 3 right now, 3.7 seconds back of that number 2. Mark Moon now falls down to that number 3 spot. That's going to allow Van Dalen to move up to the number 2. Travis Jones still has both of his joker lane passes. Riley has 1 remaining. Marlo Bright has both of his. Terrell Harris has both of his as well. Everybody else has used them all up. Morant out in front, got a 17-second lead up on Van Dalen. Intermediate Nitro Truggy B final on the track. Race number 43, Sportsman E Truggy B main coming up
11
next.
minutes left.
It's Morant, Van Dalen, Moon. Bradley Roop holding on to the 4. Things kind of stabilizing a little bit here. Easy, easy, guys. Easy now. Work together, work together. Moonpie now uses one of his Joker lane passes. Going to open up a little bit of a gap here on Van Dalen. Now 4.7 seconds up on Van Dalen. He's 16 seconds back at the race lead. Looking to transfer his way up in that 30-minute day final for Pro Nitro Truggy. Race going to be coming up really late at night. We'll be looking at probably around a 2 a.m. We didn't finish last year to 2:30, so very realistic. We'll be done about that time again this year, as we had the same number of mains we had last year. We'll be looking to run our Pro Nitro Buggy main right around 5 o'clock is when actually we'll start the introductions. We'll start gathering everybody up at race at number, I don't even remember what the number was now. Race number 44, we'll start gathering everybody up at 44. Chris Morant still continuing to lead the way. Moonpie still has one of his Joker passes available to him. Travis Jones now works up to that number 3 spot. Travis Jones 7.7 seconds away from the 2.
9 minutes left.
11 minutes down, 9 minutes remaining. Sportsman E Truggy, race 43 here coming up. And Chris Morant having a good run here in the B main. Mark Boone comes across the line, 18 seconds back at the top spot. He's got a 7.7 second lead up on Travis Jones. Now 8.6 seconds to gap. 11 and a half minutes down, 8.5 to go. Sean Van Dalen right now working at that number 4 spot, 1 second back of Travis Jones. I have Lefty back on here to chat here
left.
shortly, guys. He's taking a little bit of break. Some very long days here at PNB. So he's taking a little bit of break right now before he comes back for the Pro Nitro Buggy. It's Morant, Moon, Jones, Van Dalen, and Bradley Roop still your top 5. Van Dalen 1.4 seconds behind Jones. Jones and Moon still have both of their Joker lanes available. The lead has kind of stabilized here for Chris Morant. He's staying right at 17 seconds up on the field. Just over 7 minutes left to go. These guys are all within their final fuel window here for this 20-minute B final.
Seven minutes left.
13 minutes down, 7 minutes remaining. It's Morant, Moon, Jones, Van Dalen, and Roop, your top 5 still. Della Rogers holding on number 6, 14 seconds back of the 5. She has a 2.9 second lead up on Alex Cummings. Cummings 2 seconds up on Riley. Riley 5.7 seconds up on Matt Navoso. Navoso 5.7 seconds up on Justin Andres. Andres 8.1 seconds up on Stanford. Stanford 5.7 seconds up on Ronald. Arnold has an 8-second lead here, 0.8 of a second lead up on Johnny Mejia. Marlo Bright still working in at number 14 spot with Carol Harris in the 15. So drivers with Joker lanes still available. The only one available here for Mark Boone and Travis Jones. We'll It's Morant, Moon, Van Dalen. 6 minutes.
6 minutes left.
Chris Morant right now with that top spot. Mark Moon still working into number 2. Mark Moon still has the joker lane available. Sean Van Dalen holding on that 3. Travis Jones falls down to the 4 now. Got a few guys asking about Keenan again. He'll be back on the live feed here. He's taking him a little bit of a break, getting him a quick siesta. We still got a long night ahead of us, so he'll be back on the live feed here shortly. Got the director here piped into the live feed for a moment. I know it ain't too interesting as far as what they're showing on the camera versus what I'm talking about. I'm having to talk to the drivers here on the stand.
5 minutes
Morant,
left.
though, still leading the way. Got a 22-second lead now up on the field. 5 minutes left to go. Long lap here for Mark Moon, waiting to come back to the line. There he is coming across the line. Looks like he's coming in for a fuel stop there. Travis Jones still working in at number 3. 7 seconds back of that number 2. Race 42 on the track. Race 43, you're coming up next. Okay, guys, we're probably going to be looking at about 5 o'clock, a little after 5:10, before we have our Pro Nitro buggy. Driver intros and all. 30-minute A final. It's Morant, Moon, Jones, 1, 2, and 3. Bradley holding on to the 4. Van Dalen, 5. Bella Rogers working at number 6.
4
Riley
minutes
in that
left.
7. Alex Cummings in the 8. Matt DeVoso in the 9. Jeff Stanford in the number 10. Johnston Andres in the 11. .340 left to go. Race number 42 on the track. Race number 43, you're coming up next. You still got Mark Moon and Travis Jones with their final joker lanes available. Still haven't used them all. Riley still has one available as well. Everybody else has used them up.
3 minutes left.
All right, 3 minutes left to go. Mark Moon and Travis Jones right now, 5.8 seconds. That is enough on the joker lane. Both of them have one available. Moon Pie over here coming in through the washboard. Travis Jones working the back section of the track. .220 left to go, 2:20 remaining. Zach Scott Snow, the waffle drawing for the Mugen has not been drawn yet. That has not been drawn yet. It is prepared and will be done shortly, but it's not been drawn yet. Probably going to wait for Keenan to get back on the feed here before that'll be done. Chris Morant right now leading the way. At least if it's been done, they have not told me. Mark Moon right now
2
holding
minutes
on
left.
to that number 2 spot, 5.4 seconds up on Travis Jones. Mark Moon now uses his final joker lane. Let's see where Travis Jones is going to be at when he comes back to the line. Travis still has one available as well. Waiting on Jones to come back to the line. I think that's him coming on the front straightaway. Yes, it is. He's now 16 seconds back of the race lead. Or excuse me, of the bump spot. Apologize, of the bump spot. Well, that tickled the hell out of me. Yes, Morant, Moon, Jones, Root, and Van Dalen, your top 5. Minute 15 left to go. Have the live chat, guys, on the Elite RC Productions YouTube page. That's where we do our interactions at.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Travis Jones, 16 seconds. Oh, got one upside down there in triple.
45 seconds left.
Right at 4 minutes left to go. Or 40 seconds left to go. Travis Jones 15 seconds away. He's still got a joker lane available to him.
30 seconds left.
20 seconds remaining. There's Travis Jones using his final joker pass. He's 7 seconds away from the bump spot.
15 seconds left.
As time is winding on down here, Chris Morant solidly in control of this one. There he goes across start-finish line, so nobody's going to be able to take it away from here as the race clock is about to expire. Mark Moon working his way through the middle section of the track now. Holding on to the number 2.
Sean Van Dalen done.
Nux Boxing. Yes, Keenan is here. He'll
Justin
be back
Andres
on the live feed here shortly. Here comes Mark Moon. He's going to be racing
Miss
his
Bella
way
Rogers
up
done.
into the 30-minute A final
Johnny
as
Mayhew
he
done.
finishes up in that
Jeff
number
Stanford
2
done.
spot.
Terrell Harris done. Mark Moon done.
Travis Jones going to come home in at number 3 with a great effort.
Travis Jones done.
Chris Morant over
Riley
on the right-hand
Myers
side
done.
of the track coming to start-finish line.
Ronald Gershinsky done.
And he
Chris Merritt
will
done.
take the race win.
Bradley
Right on
Ruby
Bradley
done.
there. He is going to
Marlo
come home
Bright done.
in the 4. Sean Van Dalen going to finish up in the 5. That's the race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, Chris Morant, Mark Moon, you guys are bumping up into race at number.
The race is completed. All drivers are finished.
Into race number 55, guys. 55 for your A final. All right, guys, put your trucks down. Come on out, grab yourself a turn marshal spot. Is Sportsman E Truggy B main.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Coming up next. Marshals to the track, please. Marshals to the track, please.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Letting our marshals get in position, and we'll turn our Sportsman E Truggy B finalists loose here for their one and only check-in. One and only lap. Come on, guys. Need marshals on the
15
left-hand
seconds to the
side.
start
Now,
of
I had
the
plenty
race.
in that last race. Had 15 in the last race. Let's go.
Less than
Missing
5,
marshals on,
4,
missing guys on the left-hand
3,
side, guys. Can we get in position, please? Missing marshals
1.
on the left-hand side. And Devoso, Alex Cummings, I know y'all had some problems. I need y'all to line up, please. Or come out to marshal. All right, guys, let's go ahead and turn them loose. I'll get some more marshals out here.
Stephen Everett.
Guys, I'm
Anthony
missing
Donnelly.
marshals. Missing marshals.
Robbie
I
Robb.
need marshals out here.
Frank Krivitz. Alex Lloyd. Brian Lloyd. Corey Stark Jr. Roland Compton.
I am
Luke
missing
Yarbrough.
one marshal.
Peter
Looks
Ault.
like one marshal.
Martin
Need one
Zawinski.
marshal.
Emmett Cunliffe Owen. Zach Wright. Chris Harris.
Missing one marshal
Kevin
in the
Waller.
center.
John Shaw. Andrea Sandine.
Guys, I'm missing a marshal in the center. I need a marshal in the center, please. Sportsman E Truggy B main out on the track. I need a marshal in the center before we can get started. I got a full field of 18. Need to get a marshal in that center bucket, please. Here comes, looks like Matt coming out. Thank you, Matt. Michael Phillips, have no check from you. Let's line them up, guys. It's going to be Alex Lloyd on the 1, Zach Wright on number 2, Corey Stark on the 3, Stephen on the 4, Luke on the 5, Peter on the 6, Chris 7, Anthony on the 8, Frank Cribbins on the 9, Roland Compton on the 10, Emmett on the 11, Michael Phillips on the 12, Kevin Waller on the 13, John Shaw 14, Martin on the 15, Brian Lloyd on the 16, Robbie Robb 17, and Andrea on the 18, please. Let's go ahead and let's get them lined up. One here still moving. 40 plus Nitro Buggy B main. Race 44 going to be coming up next. All righty, guys, here we go. Racers ready. Oh, I still got a Marshall that's missing there at the end of the front straightaway. Marshall missing at the end of the front straightaway. I thought I had somebody there a moment ago. Marshall missing at the end of the front straightaway. If I can get a volunteer there real quick. Just a 10-minute race, guys. 10-minute race. If I can get a volunteer there, end of the front straightaway. Come on, guys. We're already behind schedule. There we go. I see one running that way. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, turn loose. Oh, sorry. Race is ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going on a tone here in less than 5. And we're off and running. Race number 43, Sportsman E. Truggy out on the track. Race number 44, 40-plus Nitro Buggy, B Main, going to be coming up next. Easy now, guys. Don't use the joker lane. Don't use the joker lane on the first lap now. Easy, easy, easy. Here they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be Peter to the race lead. Luke Yarbrough going to be in that number 2 spot. Corey Stark in the number 3. Roland Compton up to the number 4 from starting in the number 10 spot.
9 minutes left.
It's because Bella, how old are you? 16, 15? I think she can't be much older. Bella, how old are you? 15, 16 years old? Higher? 17, 18? Somewhere around there? She's not very old. That's why she can run around the way she does. She's young. 14, 13. Yes. She's also, yes, I know she's a good turn marshal. She's also runs track. She's not old like we are. You're getting compliments on your turn marshal abilities. Right. Anthony Donnelly. Oh, sorry about that.
8 minutes left.
Luke Yarbrough right now in front. Anthony Donnelly holding on number 2 spot. Peter Ald in the number 3. Get one turn marshal. One joker lane pass. Man, I am stumbling on my words so bad. Oh, easy there. Oh, man. What's up, buddy? Yep, guys, we're going to run race 44, and then we'll run race 45. We'll run race 44 and then run race 45. We'll start staging you guys while 44 is out on the track. Your one and only joker lane is available to the majority of you. Half of you have now used your joker passes. All right, you are now 3 minutes down, 7 minutes left to go.
7 minutes left.
What's that? Roland Compton. All right, you're 4 minutes down, 6 minutes left to go. Roland Compton has worked his way up into that top spot. Luke Yarbrough into number 2 in final transfer position. So the laughter that you hear on the live feed is him actually crossing the joker lane. That is the joker lane sound. Compton right now with a 6.3 second lead up on the field. Robbie Robb now in that number 3 spot. Robbie Robb from 17th on the starting grid up to the number 2. A long lap there for Robbie Robb. Going to drop him down in position now. Corey Stark going to move to that number 3. Andrea Sandine from 18th on the starting grid up to the 4. She's on the move.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. So you got Zach Wright in the number 10 spot. Still has his Joker lane available for him. Roland Compton out in front. Luke Arbrough in that number 2 spot. Corey in the number 3. Andrea Standine in the 4. Robbie Robb in the 5. Oh, we got one. Martin going to unfortunately use 2 Joker lane passes. So, can only use one, guys. You can only use one. Zach Wright, the only one with a Joker lane pass left available. Can only use it one time, guys. Six minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Compton still 8.4 seconds up on Luke Yarbrough. There he goes across that start-finish line, working the left-hand side of the track. Coming in through the double-doubles. Yarbrough in that number 2. Andrea Sandine in that number 3. Half a second away from the bump spot. Good tight battle now for that 2, 3, 4, and 5 position. Everybody has used their Joker lane passes now. Just over 3 minutes left to go. Roland Compton comfortably out in front. But the battle between Luke Yarbrough, Andrea Sandine, Corey Stark, and Stephen Everett.
3 minutes left.
7 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Easy guys, coming in that washboard now, easy. Andrea Sandy going to take over to number 2 in final bump position. Luke Yarbrough falling down the leaderboard. Corey Stark now up to that number 3. Corey 2.5 seconds away from the 2 spot with 2:40 left to go. I'll pick up Andrea when she comes back to the line here because I do not remember her paint scheme. Tough to remember paint schemes when there's 980 something entries. Makes it a little tough. Should be her coming in through the washboard now. I think that may be her in the white and green. Let's see when they come back to the line. Nope, that's Corey Stark. He moves up to the number 2 spot,
2 minutes
final
left.
transfer position. Looks like Corey's lost a wing screw as well as he works his way through the double-doubles. So he's got a little bit of a comfortable lead right now up on Andrea, who's in the 3 spot. She finds herself 4 seconds away from the bump with minute 44 left to go. The white and green with the white wheels, black wing is turned sideways. Running in the number 2 in final transfer position. Here comes Corey in the back section of the track. Compton still out in front. Corey working his way in through the washboard. Everybody has used up their Joker lane passes. Corey in that number 2 as he comes across the start-finish line. Andrea trying to make up some time. 4.7 seconds back now is the gap between 2 and 3.
One minute left.
9 minutes down, 1 minute left to go.
$45 seconds left.
35 seconds left to go. Corey Stark Jr. in that number 2 spot. 4.7 seconds up
30
on
seconds
Andrea.
left.
There's Corey coming across the line. The gap now 2.6 seconds between 2 and 3. 20 seconds left to go. This will be their final lap. So Corey got to keep it on all 4 wheels. Andrea's still pushing hard.
Left.
Here comes Corey up and down. Oh, no! Oh, he gets the wall wrong. Oh, no! He's having all kinds of issues. Andrea now going to move up. Oh, man, cut the track there for Corey Stark. He didn't take the wall. You got to give up position there, Corey. You need to give up position. Andrea's going to move up into that number 2 spot. Got to give up position there, Corey. Here they work the back section of the track. Need to let her go in front of you. You cut the track, buddy. You got to give up a spot. Got to give up the spot. Here they come in through the washboard. I'll take care of it. Andrea going to be moving up into
Martin Sawinski done. Corey Stark Jr. done.
the
Andrea
number
Sunyan
2
done.
position. Corey did not go up and down the wall. Jumped over the pipe. Alex Lloyd holding on to that number 4.
Anthony Donnelly done.
So
Robbie Robb
Sportsman,
done.
E. Truggy, B.
John Shaw
Roland
done.
Compton taking the race win.
Zach Wright done.
That is a race, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Waiting on Luke Yarbrough. Waiting on one to finish. Nope, that wasn't Luke Yarbrough. Everybody is done.
The race is completed. All drivers are finished.
It's for position, man. You just can't do it. So. All right. Yep, have a good one. All right, you guys, going into race 53. Yep, no problem. Going into race 53. That's for Roland and Andrea. All right, race number 44 going to be coming up next. Let's get our turn marshals out there.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Itter. Ever Lobos. Kyle
Alrighty,
Baker.
race race number 44
Brian
going to be coming up next. Let's go ahead and
Greg
let's turn loose, get the rest
Dennis
of our
Brewer.
marshals out here,
Greg
please.
Nicholas. Adam Curry.
Missing my marshals,
Ronald
missing my
Gershinsky.
marshals.
Bucky Bachman. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Jason Mallory. Mark Douglas. Troy Weber.
One lap, guys, one lap,
Dave
and we'll
Taylor.
line them up. One lap, line them up. It's going to be Roman
15 seconds
Gusselman
to
going
the
to line
start
up
of
on
the
the
race.
number 1 spot. Adam Curry on the number 2. Troy Weber on the number 3. Dave Taylor on the 4. Ever Lobos on the 5. Greg Nicholas on the 6. Kyle Baker on the 7. Ronald in the 8. Brian
4,
Beckholt in the 9.
3,
Brian Eider in the 10.
2,
Dennis Brew in the 11.
1.
Mark Douglas in the 12. Jason Mallory 13. Brandon Swisher in the 14. Mario Cranford 15. Bobby Smith 16. Greg Roop 17. And Bucky Bachman 18. I have no check from Roman, Brandon, Mario, or Bobby. Pro Nitro Buggy coming up next. Pro Nitro Buggy up next. Oh, they're calling for pipe repair. Where at, Gene? Pipe repair. Where at? Track crew. I need somebody to track, please, real quick for pipe repair. Where at, Gene? Front doubles, guys, front doubles. That is the double doubles. I need pipe repair, please, on the double doubles. Truck crew, please, truck crew. Can I get somebody to track, please, real quick? And thank you, Bobby Phillips, once again, for repairing the pipe.
Alrighty then, everybody. We up next is your 40 plus Nitro Buggy B final. There's Action Cam Bobby doing some track work. Good afternoon, everybody. We hope you guys are enjoying the coverage brought to you by Elite RC Productions here at the Racetime Entertainment 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast number 18. We are on race number 44. Up next, Pro Nitro Buggy A Final. So we got 20 minutes plus about 10 minutes of driver introduction to do. 10-15 minutes of driver introduction to do, and then we get to race some more. Brian Mayfield starting on pole. He has already won Nitro Truggy. He's looking cool, confident, and relentless as usual. Who can step up and challenge the relentless one? Ryan Mayfield. What's up, Nux? How are you? What's up, Raiden? What's up, Gold? I'm disappointed in Baker not having his picture taken. Who's Baker? Oh, Kyle Baker. Maybe I swear he came up to get it, but maybe, I don't know. We took a lot of pictures that day. Representing New Hampshire. So no start from Roman Gastelum. And there is, I can hear the nitros in my left ear. What's up, gas boater? Up and over the hump they go. It's going to be a good start. Oh, there is, well, that wasn't too bad. That's going to be a, uh-oh, looks like, oh, that car went between that marshal's feet. That was pretty impressive. Oh, well, no. You know what that wall reminds me of when you, you know, on a ping, when you play pinball and you pull that thing, that lever back, and boo, and the ball goes up and around, and then you can use the little ping pong paddle, pinball paddles. That reminds me of that. That too, Blanco. What's up, Bombshell Racing? What's up, Basement? How you doing? And coming in hot. All right, so there's Dave Taylor out front. He just threw down a 44.9. We have a 20-minute beef on her, so they get to use that Joker lane 2 times. We've seen some people make some errors. You cannot take the Joker lane on the first lap, and you can only take it once if it's in 10 minutes. BJ Williams Mayfield is going for his 7th pro win in the Racetime era in the next race. D has won a plethora of these races. All right, so Dave Taylor takes his Joker. Dave Taylor out front by 11.6 seconds over Brian Eider. Greg Nicholas, Greg Roop, Ever Lobinger top 5. Ronald Shersensky, Troy Weber, Brian Beckel, Bucky Backham, Adam Corey, Mark Douglas, Dennis Brew, and Kyle Baker. No start from Jason Mallory, Roman Gaslam, Brandon Sisher, Mario Crawford, or Bobby Siff. I think some people have gone home. So 68, how you doing, my friend, over there in Essex? Hope all is well. Alrighty, we are back. Dave Taylor is in the lead. Brian Eider now 1.4 seconds back. Eider used has used both of his Joker laps. He has no more to use. Oh yeah, we're probably not going to be done till about 1 o'clock tonight. So we are now following Mr. Brian Ida in the Iron Man Ivan Stewart paint scheme. That's right, as the only Toyota X-Ray RC car here. And we are following Ida as he makes it around that bowl turn and up that little roller. And he will tackle the wall of dread and up it over that off camera into the Dragon's back triple. Double single for the Nitro buggies. No, dude, not the Nitro buggy, Pro Nitro buggy main is coming up next. And then e-buggy should be around 8 o'clock EST. So the pros, and then we will run a lot of, all the intermediate, I think intermediate e-buggy is the last race. And Patrick is hoping to be in it. He has to play the bump game. Eater makes a mistake, and he's Marshall. Ever Lopez is 7.2 seconds back. I see Ever now coming into the mix. Dave Taylor still has that one joker table. Oh yeah, main Pro A buggy, Pro Nitro buggy A final, the Glory, coming up next. All right, so I'm gonna try and find the closest battle here. They're all kind of spread out. That is Dave Taylor out front. He's currently got a 5.7 second lead up on Brian Eiler. All right, so it's Dave Taylor from Brian Eiler. We have 6:30 down, 13:30 left to go. About 1 minute away from some fuel stops. If guys on a 7:30 pit fuel strategy, there might be some people trying to do a one-stopper. 10 minutes to go. I'll be able to tell because we got pit lane analytics here. And we have a pit, and that is our leader, Mr. Dave Taylor, coming in at that just under that 7-minute mark. That's a pretty good pit. That was a 6.5 second pit stop. So we got 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We're on board with our leader, Mr. Dave Taylor. Brian Eater in second, 2.7 seconds back. But Mr. Taylor has that joker lane. Bauman says, nice, amen, glory soon. It's 11 p.m. in Austria, so perfect before bedtime to get asleep on on JCC, providing a boring race while listening to an excited lefty. I don't know, man. It's going to be very hard to beat Ryan Mayfield. So it's going to be so Brian Ida now got a 5.1 second lead up on He is now 5.4 seconds up on Dave Taylor. Ever Lopez is 9.3 seconds back of him, so there's no real close battles going on. The closest battle is Brian Beckholt and Ronald Gershenksy for 4. Eider hasn't pitted, so maybe he's going to pit her soon. He's in the lead. And Eider staying out. He's going to go 10 minutes. Let's get on Eider, our leader. Thank you, Clean Race Car Design. Shout out to you and Team Clean Race Car Design. Thank you guys for the support. And there's Brian Eider in the Ivan Stewart teamed X-Ray, owner of HRCR. Says after this lefty, actually they drove from Arizona, because he HRCR drove here from Arizona and says, yep, when I leave here, I'm going back up to Idaho. It's summertime in Idaho. Billy Darling. Oh, there we go. Eider's in. We got Tony Schumacher of the Nitro compound. That was a 5.6 second pit. Well done, Tony Schumacher. We got some good intermediate racing coming up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Billy Darling. Yeehaw! Just in time for Pro Nitro Buggy. Good morning, all. From Queensland, Australia. How you like that? It's probably 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning in Australia. Lots of our Australians have been in here throughout the weekend. Big shout out to all of our Australian race fans. They're about to have a really big race. They're coming up here later on this month. And, of course, they have their Asian buggy championships going on over there. Really like what they're doing there. David Bauman, lefty, sounds like he will lose his voice on the Glory Race Pro Nitro. Amen. Yes, that's the goal. All right, so Eider still out front. He's got a 1.8 second lead up on Dave Taylor, but neither of these guys need to win. They just need to finish 1-2. Ever Lobos now 14.7 seconds back. Greg Roop in 4th. Mark Douglas. Brian Beckholt in 6th. Kyle Baker 7th. Greg Nicholas in 8th. Bucky Backman in 9th. Ronald Kershensky in 10th. Dennis Brew 11th. Adam Corey. Jason Marley. Mario Cranford. Troy Weber out. No start from 16, 17, 18. What's up, Sace Q? How are you? You know what, Sace Q? I hope that race is so exciting that I lose my voice. That's my goal. And I will soldier on until 1 o'clock in the morning. But I really hope that race is that exciting that I lose my voice. I really do. Nuclear Crypto Fend was not going to call races. He came in for some interviews yesterday. And he wasn't able to make it today. Who knows? He might be having his baby right now. But he came on yesterday for about 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon with Lance. Coast to Coast RC tuning in from Australia. Says, bring on a Mayfield triple. I'll tell you what. If you're a betting man, that's probably a safe bet right now. Mater Racing Media. Sup, Lefty? Done for the day. Great day to watch. Get ready to watch the GOAT. Yeah, I think he came on about 9 yesterday morning. So probably about 3 hours in Nuclear Crypto. And I don't know what time he came in the afternoon. I did catch the tail end. I went on my break. And but thank you, Dakota Fenn, for coming in, taking some time out from his relaxing and helping out with his wife. And Dave Taylor using the Joper on his pit. Smart. That's what Mayfield did. So Dave Taylor with his Joker lane and a pit out. Yeah. TQ Chef says, getting the popcorn ready. Go, Kyle Baker. I was talking to Kyle yesterday. He bought me a frosty beverage from Mexico. that sounds like, that rhymes with Ramona. And there is Dave Taylor. He has a 4.7 second lead up on Brian Eider. Both of these, I mean, Eider has a 26, almost 27 second lead up on Ever Lobos. Jalapenos. If you let's test jalapenos. Uh-oh. Somebody just jalapenoted into that tire. Oh, we have a new word. Jalapenoted. Thank you, On Point Graphics. Just to I want you to let Gene know. He says, and you guys, he says, he really, On Point Graphics says, agree. Really good broadcast all weekend. Camera work has been really consistent all weekend. So well done to our camera guys. Those are the people that are really out there working hard. If it wasn't for them, we couldn't do that. They're out there in the dust and the noise. So thank you to them. No, actually, so they're pitting outside, so he's not too exposed. He says he's handling the Nitro pretty good. All right, so Brian Eider got 4 minutes and 30 seconds back left. He takes back over that lead over Dave Taylor. .415 left to go. 4:15 left to go. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Up next, we are getting ready for the Pro Nitro Buggy A Final. Can somebody step up and challenge the relentless one, Ryan Mayfield? All right. Eider comes by. Oh, wow. That car just drove around the entire kerfuffle that would have been that accident. Uh-oh. Well, Eider getting lucky as a car nosedives coming off the ramp. And Eider kind of in his end. Eider does a lot of racing. He races a lot. Not only does he earn one of the best facilities in America, in the world, he also travels and races quite a lot. Oh, don't you worry, Daniel Rankin, but I think I'm going to put an extra boogity on that so I don't get a cease and desist. I'm going to have to do 4 boogities. So just to let you guys know, we're getting a lot of compliments on the stream, so well done to Team Elite. Good job, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a lady in the team who's going to have to scurry back down to Florida and get back to her real job of teaching our youngsters. So it's Brian Eider, Dave Taylor, Greg Roop. Greg Roop has 34 seconds to make up with 2 minutes and 24 seconds. He needs some help from the RC gods if he wants to bump up. But right now, Brian Eider is looking locked and loaded. He did have a mishap in qualifying where his shock broke. Ryan, do you happen to know? So we're actually using Live RC's overlay, but we have our own graphics and all that stuff with the driver faces and all that stuff, all done and made by Danny Paz himself. The octopus, aka Sleeping Chinchilla, is an absolute genius. What up, Derek Poe? How you doing, man? Hope all is well over there on the West Coast. I need to get over there. So Eider out front, 15-1, 15.1. Hey, we got Kyle Braun in the house. What's up, Kyle? Hope you're well. "24 seconds left to go. And next up is Pro Nitro Buggy A final. It's gonna be, looks like Brian Eider and Dave Taylor will finish this lap. Well, Eider's probably gonna get another lap. He's got a 20-second lead up on Dave Taylor. I think our 40-plus race is gonna be good. I mean, Adam Drake's probably most likely gonna win it, but the race for second is gonna be great. Patrick does a very good job on his pit interviews. Very good. Michael Watkins, why do they call you Lefty? 2005, I had a motorcycle accident that left my left arm 75% paralyzed. And then Greg Degani found out about it the first time he met me, and he called me Lefty, and the name has stuck ever since. Oh, guys are playing Paceland bets on my voice. Well, I tell you what, if that Pro Nitro man is uber exciting, Lefty's voice will leave the chat. That's for sure. You know, I can't help it, man. Race is exciting. All right, well done, Brian Eider. He takes that bump up, followed by Dave Taylor. And now we get ready for everything out there. So, everybody cheering on. Everybody? All right, everybody, up next. Pro Nitro Buggy A final. I'll be right back.
Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. We got to do our driver intros. Go ahead and shut them all down. Shut everything down.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Shut them down, guys. Shut them down. Shut them down. All right, you guys, get your cars shut off. Don't fire them up now until we're completely done with our driver intros. Please do not fire them up until we have completed all driver intros. I need all of my pro drivers behind the arena.
Brandon Rose. Juan Carlos Canis Carrasco. Robert Baye. Cole Caston.
Let's go ahead and let's get our turn marshals out here, please, from race at
Joey
number
Gordon.
44.
Jonah Wilson. Jared Wiggins. Seth Vandelin.
Nitro Buggy A final and driver announcements or driver introductions. Let's go over and talk to some of the spectators here. I'm good. I'm beelining right for my boy. You can go ahead. I'm gonna go talk to my boy. Here's the big raffle winner of the day, but I'm gonna protest that because I don't know. I think you won too many prizes here at RACETIME.
It's only $100, okay? I won all that stuff for $100. Don't judge me, okay? I'm happy with it. I wanted the tutu anyhow, okay? I'm having a great time, Lefty. I'm having a great time.
That's right. It's good to see you, Mr. 5 Laps, Anthony Donnelly. You're always having a great time when I see you at these races.
That's part of what racing is, just having fun. People don't realize that no more, you know. I get to hang out with the pros. I got stuff signed by them. It's just great.
Awesome. You get ready to. Who's your pick? Who's going to take the win?
I'm going to go with my boy Lee because what he just did in the last one, I'm going to go with my boy Lee. Virginia owned. He's Florida raised, but Virginia owned.
All right. Good stuff. Good pick. After that truggy, man, that's a good pick. Going to be hard to beat Mayfield, though. Going to be hard. Hey, good to see you, brother, and I'll see you at the next one. All right. Let's go talk to Ryan Styles Harris before he takes a picture. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing? We're all tired.
Yeah, we're tired.
It's a trick question.
How's your PNB been?
I'm alive. I'm slightly hydrated, and we put it in the show for all 3 cars, so I'm pretty pumped.
All right. I guess. Are we gonna get a nice Ryan Styles Harris vlog or video about PNB?
Only if Keenan promises to get a clip for the video, then absolutely.
Absolutely. You don't have to ask me twice. But good to see you out here racing some Nitro. I guess I'll see you in Florida here in a couple of weeks' time as well.
Can I come guest commentate on a main later?
Sure, you just have to ask. Of course. Lance said that's what you're here for.
Lance, if you're listening.
Yeah, that's what you're here for anyway. Yeah, no problem. We got lots of cool sports races and stuff coming up as well. And I know you got to get ready for driver introduction, so I'm going to let you go. I just want to say, what's up, Kevin Abbott? How's your PNB going?
It's going great, having a blast. Lycom's events are always top-notch, and Ryan Harris wanted to come up, so I took a couple buddies, my son, and we came up here for the weekend to promote Exalt and help out the drivers.
Awesome display you got there, and good to see you up here supporting the 8-scale community.
Glad to see you back to the States, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. All righty, so everybody's getting ready. I am going to turn off my mic and put it over to Dave, and he's ready. We got... I'm going to send it over to Dave.
Alrighty, guys, we are 60 seconds away from beginning our driver intros. Alrighty, guys, we are 30 seconds away from beginning our driver intros. 30 seconds. Again, guys, please keep cars silent until we have fully completed all of the driver introductions. Alrighty, guys, so let's wait for them to get done blowing the track off here. Waiting on them to get done blowing the track off here. They're almost done. I want them to blow the dust. Almost done blowing the track off here. Hang tight, hang tight. Almost done blowing the track off. Working on the back section now. Almost finished here, guys. Just got a little small section they need to blow off here real quick. All right, looks like they are done blowing the track. Okay, guys, here we go. On behalf of Racetime Entertainment, we'd like to thank everybody for coming to the 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast. It is time for your Pro Nitro Buggy A main. Let's start with our driver introductions. Coming all the way from Israel, he is our furthest traveling racer. Starting at number 18 spot, running the Mugen chassis, J Concepts tires, JBR servo, Mugen body, Ninja motor, VP fuel, Sanwa radio. He wants to say a very special thank you to his one and only sponsor, which is his dad and biggest supporter. Starting at the number 18 spot, it's going to be Harold Senderov. And the number 17 spot coming from Peachtree City, Georgia. He wants to say a special thank you to his sponsors, Techno, J Concepts, Murder Modified Motors, Tekin, JTP, Futaba, Rhino Racing, Boom Graphics, Prevail Paints, Wolf Den RC, WRD. A very special thank you to his dad, Techno Team, and the sponsors for all their support. In the number 17 spot is Cole Caston. In the number 16 spot from North Canton, Ohio. Thank you to his sponsors, Techno, J Concepts, Tekin, Reds Racing, MKS Servos, JTP RC, Mach 1 RC Products, Boom RC Graphics, Magic Hobbies. Thank you to all his sponsors for their support, as well as his dad for everything he does for him. Starting at number 16 spot is Joey Bordon. In the number 15 spot, coming all the way from Michigan. Thank you to sponsors, X-Ray, RC America, Coyote Promotion, One Up Racing, A-Main Hobbies, MKS, Mach 1, Fly Sky, Nitro Lux, Limitless RC, RC1, J Concepts, DRC, Bradley Fine Line Designs, Ticket 1. Thanks to Paul and the rest of the X-Ray team for everything they've done for him. In the number 15 spot, it's going to be Tater Sontag. Coming all the way from Arizona in number 14 spot, thank you to sponsors, S-Works, Promotion, Ultimate, Beach RC, Monolux, JT Bearings, Futaba, Nitrolux, Tegan, True Form, True Source, Adobe Mountain RC Racecraft, Prevail Paints, BP Designs, Wolf Den. Thank you to his sponsors, supporters, and family for always believing in him. Starting at number 14 spot is Camden Lime. Coming all the way from Spain. In number 13 spot, thank you to his sponsors, S-Works, Hot Race, Ultimate, T-Works, 36 Food, LRP. Thank you to all his thank you to all of the S-Works crew. Number 13, it's going to be Robert Battier. Coming from Winchester, Virginia. Thank you to his sponsors, Sparco, Power Hobbies, J Concepts, MKS Servos, SS Hobbies, Setzer RC Art, A-Main Hobbies, ProTech RC, VP Racing Fuel, Stick It One, Vision Racing Products, Drake Racing, Mallory Performance, RM2. Big thank you to the entire Sparco team for all of their help this weekend. In the number 12 spot, it's Lee Setzer. In the number 11 spot, coming from Missouri. Thank you to sponsors, JTP, Hot Race, Nova Engines, Nitro Pro, Techno, T-Works, Boom Graphics, Prevail Paints. Thank you to all of his sponsors, his family, and the good Lord Jesus Christ. Starting in the number 11 spot, it's Jared Tebow. Coming all the way from Beaumont, California. Thank you to sponsors, Mugen, Siki, OS Speed, Hobby Wing, J Concepts, Futaba, ProTech RC, A-Main Hobbies, G Racing, Ticket 1 Racing, MIP, Flashpoint, The Drake Racing. Special thank you to Paul, Scott, Rhonda, and Jimmy. Starting in the number 10 spot, it is Adam Drake. In the number 9 spot, coming from Dixon, Illinois. Thank you to his sponsors, Techno RC, J Concepts, Tekin, MKS Servo, Protect RC, BP Racing Fuels, Fly Sky RC, JTP RC, Boom Graphics, BW Designs. Thank you to his parents, his fiancee Katie, and to all of the sponsors for their support. Starting in the number 9 spot is Jared Wiggins. In the number 8 spot, coming all the way from Minnesota. Thank you to his sponsors, Techno, J Concepts, Exalt, Beach RC, Ultimate Racing, VP Racing Fuel, Sinded RC, Boom Graphics, Busy Bodies, Full Throttle Raceway, King Kong Hobbies, Let's Stitch Trucking, Yeti RC. Thank you to all their sponsors for their continued support. Thank you to Paul and Hannah at J Concepts for the trackside support, and thank you to his dad for all of pit help. In the number 8 spot is Seth Van Dalen. In the number 7 spot, coming from Tennessee, thank you to his sponsors, Sparko, J Concepts, ProTech RC, A-Main, Coyote, VRP, Power Hobby, TNR Fuel, Pro Twisted Mods, DRC Graphics, N2 RC, Rhino Racing. Thank you to his family and all that have supported me over the years. Starting in the number 7 spot is Jonah Wilson. In the number 6 spot, coming all the way from Iowa. Thank you to sponsors, S-Works, Beach RC, J Concepts, Exalt, Nitro Pro Fuels, Reds, Bipolar Designs, One Army, RC Discharge, Zippy Drain, Wolf Den, and the No Name RC Podcast. In the number 6 spot, it's Mason Fuller. In the number 5 spot, coming from Ohio, thank you to sponsors, Techno, ProMotion, ProTech RC, Coyote, VP Race Fuels, A-Main Hobbies, J&T Bearing, 920 Designs, Bradley Fineline Design, The Drake, LFR, Racecraft, Factory Tracks, Motion Photo Whips, AMR Engines, Wolfden RC, AHRC. Huge thanks to his family for all their support. In the number 5 spot, it's Spencer Heckert. Starting in the number 4 spot, coming all the way from Spain, taking his sponsors, S-Works, J Concepts, Reds, High Test, KWRC, RC Project, T-Works, Nitro Lux, Ultimate, Mao Graphics. Starting in the number 4 spot, it's Juan Canas. Coming from Ohio, in the number 3 spot, thank you to sponsors in Kyosho, Alpha Plus, Raw Speed, Futaba, Tekin, VP Fuels, Protect RC, Invisible Speed, A-Main Hobbies, Boom Graphics, Prevail Paint, Floods RC. A very special thank you to Eric Hammond for all the pit help this weekend. Starting in that number 3 spot, it's Ryan Lutz. Starting in the number 2 spot from Houston, Texas. Thank you to sponsors, Team Associated, Reedy, Factory Team, J Concepts, Least Tuned, Nitro Pro, Vision Racing, Products, Monkey with a Knife Racing, Integrity Designs, Joker Designs, Money Top Shop. Starting in the number 2 spot, it's Brandon Rose. And your top qualifier here coming from Chandler, Arizona. Running the Techno chassis, J Concepts tires, ProTech servo, J Concepts body, ProTech RM2 engine, VP fuel, Fly Sky radio. Thank you to his sponsors, Techno RC, J Concepts, Fly Sky, Coyote Electronics, ProTech RC, A-Main Hobbies, VP Racing Fuel, Stick It One, RM2, Drake Racing, Flashpoint RC, MIP. A very special thank you to Tanner Denny for the pit help and Paul Wynn for J Concepts for all the tire support. You starting at number 1 spot, your top qualifier. It is Ryan Mayfield. Alrighty, guys, that is your starting grid for race number 45, Pro Nitro Buggy. It will be a 30-minute final here as these guys will get a full 5 minute of warm-up to get those things tuned, dialed in, and ready to go. Got a couple of pictures they got to take here, a couple of things they got to do. As we get things ready to go ahead and start warming them up. Pit guys, let's warm them up, warm them up. Alrighty, guys, race number 45. Everybody kind of getting their last pictures here. As our drivers are getting ready to head to the stand. Y'all ready to see 30 minutes of Pro Nitro Buggy? I know I am. We had an exciting Pro Nitro truck. Ryan Mayfield took the win in that one. Let's see if he can take win number 2 here. He's starting in the best spot in the number 1 position. Brandon Rose. Was having a good run as well till he had some issues. Dropped him back in truck. He'll be starting in that number 3 spot. Juan Carlos Canes had a break as well. He'll be starting in the 4 spot here in Buggy. Spencer Heckert had a good run, put it on the podium. He'll be starting in number 5 spot here in Nitro Buggy. Mason Fuller, he'll be starting in that number 6. Jonah Wilson with a great run. He's starting in the 7 here. Seth Van Dalen, he's still on all that momentum from DNC. He's starting. So I should have all my turn marshals out here in position. I am missing one marshal right here by.
Alrighty, everybody. Are you ready for the glory that is Nitro Buggy? I know I'm excited. Can't wait. I don't know. I feel like there might be something special in the air. Maybe you'll see a great race. Maybe you'll see a new winner. Will Ryan Mayfield show why he is the relentless one? Will we see one of the newcomers come up and snatch victory from him and take their place amongst the RC professionals that have been running and ruling the races for the last few years? We shall see. Will we see the Spaniard all the way from Spain coming over to win his 3rd big American race? We will know. We will find out at the end of 30 minutes. Who do you guys think is going to take the win? Let us know in the chat as we get ready.
Alrighty, guys, I'm down here with Jeremy Caston, coming off the win here in the B main. What's Cole's mindset going into the A main?
Pass as many cars as possible. Car was really good in the B, and we didn't change hardly anything at all, so we expect to have a fast car. Just have to get a good, clean start, not fall too far back, and play the strategy game with the Joker laps and hopefully move forward.
Well, sweet. So what the consensus here, a lot of guys are going from the reflex to the relapse. What did you guys choose for tires?
we've been a fan of the Reflex this year. In past, we've gone to the Relapse, but this year the Reflex has been the tire choice for us anyway.
Now, obviously, you are staying on green. Are you guys saucing at all?
We didn't sauce for this race, but we've been saucing up until that. You know, we ran 3 Bs, and then this is our second A. So this is the first race we haven't sauced because the track dried out, got a little bit more abrasive. So I think without sauce, it'll be just fine.
Okay. All right, well, good luck to you and Cole. Starting 17th on the grid is Cole Caston. Thank you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you, Patrick. Hope you guys are ready. I think the feel-good story of the day is young Harold Sandaroff making the trip from Israel to his second ever American big race. He ran intermediate weekend last year, and now he ran pro, and he bumped up out of the B to the Pro A final. 16-year-old, non-sponsored, doesn't even have tracks like this over in Israel. He does some racing in Europe. Second trip to the USA, and in a Pro Nitro A final at the Psycho Nitro Blast. Very impressive. It doesn't matter where he finishes. He wins already by making this race. He made this race over some professional RC car racers. That's impressive. Very impressive. All right, so it sounds like Patrick has another interview.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Mr. Rose. That heartbreak in the truck. Real quick recap. Tell us what actually happened with the truck.
Yeah, the front steering linkage came loose from the Ackerman, and yeah, it was Loctite and everything was like it was supposed to be, just one of those heartbreak things, you know.
I hate that because he needed 30-minute steering, not 29.5-minute steering. But anyway, refresh start, starting second in Nitro Buggy. What's Brandon? What's in his head right now? What do you think?
Brandon he's really focused on just trying to be the best he can be, you know, and then everything else will come together, you know. Instead of trying to put too much pressure on yourself, just go out there and do the best you can, you know, be the best you can be and let everything fall out where it does.
Absolutely. He got a good night's sleep last night. Tell me what tires he's going out on.
The green Reflex.
Reflex, okay. Yeah, see, I've been hearing Reflex, Relapse. I wasn't too sure. I guess that's what Paul Wynn normally tells us, safe versus fast.
Right. Yeah, same thing went out on the truck, and they were good in the truck, you know.
Hey, if it works on the truck, it definitely work on the car. Well, good luck to Brandon as he starts number 2 here on the grid.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. All right, back to you guys.
All righty then. So unfortunate for Brandon Rose, but what a great comeback for B. Rose as well. After a very dismal, lackluster DNC, putting that behind him, starting second. Now, we know that Brandon Rose has beat and won at SIC last year. Let's see what he can do this weekend. He could be the dark horse. We shall see. I agree, Craggle. You can never count out JC3. Ryan Lutz is feeling racy. Mason Fuller was my pick. Spencer Heckert in 5th. Spencer Heckert had a great DNC. Follows that up with qualifying 5th here in Nitro Buggy. So it should be interesting. I really want a good race. I really want to lose my voice. All right, so Patrick has another interview.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Jimmy Fishback, who's pitting for Camden Lime. He's starting 14th on the grid. Obviously, I've talked to all the JC boys. Now let's talk to the promotion. So what's he going out on for tires?
I believe it's a super soft Raptor. I'm on the TZO team, so I'm not really familiar with it, but I believe it's a super soft Raptor, glued foams. Yeah, that's all I really know. But
hey, you're just putting the fuel in and just say go. All right, yeah, you getting the line up. So real quick, good luck to you guys. Okay. All right, guys, they're lining up the grid. So here we go.
All right, so let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, race friends from around the world. Let's get ready for the glory that is Nitro Buggy. Here at the 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast, number 18 in White Pines, Tennessee. It's time for Pro Nitro Buggy A Final. Ryan Mayfield starting on pole, followed by Brandon Rose, Ryan Lutz, JC3, Spencer Heckert, Mason Fuller, Jonah Wilson, Seth Freaking Van Dalen, Jared the Wizard Wiggins, Adam Drake, Jared Tebow, Lee Setzer, Robert Battier, Camden Lime, Tater Sontag, Joey Burdon, Cole Caston, and Harold Sandaroff. Let's get ready to rumble, and we're not. Let's get ready to rumble, boys and girls. It's going to be a good race. I'm getting excited. 30-minute A final. Remember, 3 joker lanes. Drake has that. Let's see. Mayfield was doing 8-minute pits in truggy. Let's see what he can do in buggy. And Abe Froman says, let's hear those bees swarm as we're getting ready to light the fires and kick the tires. It's race time, boys and girls. Let's get ready to boogity, 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 boogity. It's Nitro racing time. As we see Tanner Denny getting ready to go. And they're off. Mayfield jumps off to a good start. Let's see if it follows him as we get caught up with the pack. Brandon Rose right behind him, followed by Ryan Lutz. Rose just checks up on that jump. No harm, no foul. And Mayfield gets a very clean start. Let's see how the wall treats the pro drivers. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Impressive. What a great shot. There's Mayfield making his way over the double into the ski jump. He goes. Remember, nobody can do the joker lane on the first lap. There's Mayfield making his way through the whoops. Quad. Single, single, single. And there is Brandon Rose. Oh, man, that's Brandon Rose. Juan Carlos Canas trying to make a charge. Juan Carlos Canas wants to get across these guys and chase down his J Concepts teammate, Ryan Mayfield. Behind Juan Carlos Canas is Mason Fuller. So there we have Ryan Mayfield, Brandon Rose, Ryan Lutz, JC3, Mason Fuller, your top 5. Spencer Heckett about not too far behind. Following Heckett is Seth freaking Van Dalen. Mayfield making his way up and over and around that corner of the wall. Brandon Rose pulling away slightly from Ryan Lutz. Looks like JC3 had a look on the inside but couldn't make it stick. Cases that jump. Mayfield not pulling away, and that's good. Brandon Rose, and there's Lutz taking his first joker lap. So Lutz and Mason Fuller. Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, Seth Van Dalen taking their first joker lap. They peeled off. So they're going to be 1, 2, and 3. And we are back on board with Ryan Lutz, currently in first after taking his first joker lap. Ryan Lutz in the Coyote with the raw speed tires right behind him. The Iceman in the S-Works. Red's Power J Concepts tired 8-scale buggy. And he cases the jump, just can't get the power that he needs. So Ryan Lutz, Fuller, and Van Dalen all taking their joker lanes. All right. Ryan Lutz, a 34.7 that time by. Setzer, he takes his. Oh, Setzer and Lutz taking their joker lap. So I don't know. Maybe Ryan Lutz is taking all of them at the same time. We shall see. Maybe Lee Setzer is following suit. We shall find out. We'll stay with Lutz and see if he takes all 3. Lutz looking very racy right now. He's up and over that ski jump he goes. And yes, Lutz is going for it again. Ryan Lutz uses all 3 joker lanes. So it's all on for now. Ryan Lutz, all 3 joker lanes, stretches that lead up to 5.8 seconds over Lee Setzer. Lee holds back and saves one for later. And Seth Van Dalen now into second. So Ryan Lutz uses all his joker lanes. He's pulling up on the rear end of Robert Battier. Robert Battier down in 18th. So it's Ryan Lutz from Seth Van Dalen, Brandon Rose, Mason Fuller, Lee Setzer, JC3, Ryan Mayfield, Jonah Wilson, Spencer Heckett, Joey Bourdon, Adam Drake, Wiggins, Lime, Senderoff, Tebow, Tater, and Robert. A lot of guys have not used the joker lap. 27. Rose making a mistake. That's going to allow Fuller by. Fuller going to jump into third. Fuller and Rose only done 2 joker laps. Uh-oh. Lee Setzer making a mistake, and he goes for a rumble tumble as we watch Fuller jumping up over that ski jump. I thought he was going to go. He had me psyched. I thought he was going to go again. There we are on the Iceman. Mason Fuller was leading the race at DNC just over a month ago. And at about the 15-minute mark, when he had a 7-second win, made an error that actually cost him the win. And he lost it to Ryan Mayfield. Don't forget to smash that like button, everybody. Don't forget to hit that sub button as well. Help us get to 5,000 subs. Ryan Mayfield, and right behind him, Ryan Lutz. So up and over that double goes. Looks like Mayfield took his first joker. So Mayfield now in front of Ryan when he comes around the loop. And Seth Van Dalen is in third. Seth Van Dalen done 2 joker laps. There's Mayfield as he jumps, quads in. Nope, Lutz still out front, sorry. And there's Iceman, so Mayfield in second. Van Dalen is in third. And Brandon Rose in fourth. Mason Fuller fifth. And Juan Carlos Canas in sixth. Mason Fuller, Mayfield, and Juan Carlos Canas only used 1 joker. We're on board with Ryan Mayfield. Right now, if the race finished like this, he would actually be the winner. Not really, but, I mean, when it all peters out, He's actually in the lead right now. I know it sounds crazy, but he is. Ryan Lutz, Ryan Mayfield, gap is 7 seconds. 1.5 back is Van Dalen. 1/10 of a second back is Rose, and Fuller is 1.5 back of him. 4/10 of a second is Juan Carlos, our top. And there we are on board with the Mayfield. He just threw down a 41 flat to a 40.9 for Ryan Lutz. That gap now 7.2 seconds. He has stretched that lead over Seth Van Dalen to 1.3 seconds. Brandon Rose, 8/10 of a second back of him. So Mayfield absolutely flying, trying to catch up to Lutz. He knows he has those 2 joker lanes. Right now, Ryan Mayfield is in a great position. The only better position he could be in would be in first. And that's Seth Van Dalen, Brandon Rose right behind him. Those guys are hounding him. Canas is now 2 seconds back of this pack, but in 5th as Fuller drops down behind Canas. So Canas, you have to keep your eyes on him because the JC3, he can throw down those heaters. But right now, this is the battle for second. That's Seth Van Dalen. Oh, wow! And that's what happens sometimes on that wall. Even it reaches up and snatches the pros. And right behind Brandon Rose is the man on the move, Juan Carlos Canas. Juan Carlos Canas just threw down a 44. Wow, that's that's a very fast lap. And so Mayfield took another joker lap. And that should put him even closer, if not in front of Ryan. That's 6 minutes down. We're coming up on some pit stops. So I know Ryan Lutz is going to have to come in early. Right now we're on board with Seth Van Dalen, who's currently in 3rd. Brandon Rose in 4th. Mason Fuller, JC3 6th. Lee Setzer in the mix too. Jonah Wilson, Spencer Heckett, Camden Lyman, Adam Drake, Jared Wiggins, Joey Bourdon, Caston Sontag, Tebow Sanderoff, and Robert Battier. 23:28 left to go. We are coming up on the 6:30 mark. Well, just going past the 6:30 mark. And let's get ready for some pits. All righty. So we're going to get back one on Ryan Mayfield. He's 2.6 seconds back of Ryan Lutz. Oh, Mayfield makes an error. Those are the little things that's going to probably, the more of those you make, the more Lutz makes an advantage and the more his competitors behind him. Juan Carlos Canas uses his 2nd joker lane, and he's now up into 3rd, 6.2 seconds back of Mayfield, 8.9 back of Lutz. Ooh, Battier almost took it up into the pit lane just now. Mayfield coming by. Looks like we have Brandon Rose, Mason Fuller, and Jonah Wilson into the pits. And Juan Carlos Canas coming in for fuel. I'll see. Yep, Canas has a 7-second pit stop. Mayfield did not come in for fuel. He just tripped it. He's going so wide, he's tripping the pit stop every time he goes there. He's tripped it 7 times. 6-second pit stop for Rose. All right, so you got pit stops coming in. Guys are coming in at that 7:30-ish mark. 8-minute mark. Lutz in at that 8 minutes. Mayfield is already coming. Mayfield's staying out. He's doing 9 minutes. Because Mayfield's just, he's going so wide, he's tripping our loop. So there's Mayfield as he makes his way through that 180 in the chicane into the roller. Up and over the wall he goes. Not over the wall, but around the tires in the wall. And Ryan Mayfield should be coming in for fuel this, or maybe he's going to stay out another lap. He's going to stretch it. Let's see. He has one more joker and he's going to come in for fuel. Yes, he does. He did this in Truggy. Tanner Denny. Good pit stop. Let's see. It's going to be 5.8 seconds. And Mayfield comes out in the lead in front of Lutz, and that's exactly what he needed. So now Lutz and Mayfield are even. They have used all their joker lanes. Seth Van Dalen still has one in hand, and so does Juan Carlos Canas, Brandon Rose. Mason Fuller has 2 joker lanes in his back pocket. So you got to keep all of this in mind as the race progresses, because that's all going to come into a factor later on. And now we're watching the battle between. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So it looks like that's back traffic. I think that's Caston. That's Cole Caston. He has actually scored down in 16th. Right now, the Israeli, Harold Sandoff, has not used any of his joker lanes, and he's currently in 15th. Hello, Don and Quiet RC. How are you? All right, Ryan Mayfield out front relentlessly. He has a 2.2 second lead up on Ryan Lutz. Seth Van Dalen is 9.6 seconds back. At 1.3 is Juan Carlos Canas, and 1.1 back is Brandon Rose and Mason Fuller. But guess what? They all have a joker lap. Mason Fuller has 2. Mayfield and Ryan Lutz have used theirs. As we're on the board with Ryan Mayfield, he's kind of out doing what he has to do, click off those fast laps, and now he can just drive a normal race. He doesn't have to worry about the joker lanes. He knows they are gone. All right, let's drop back to Brandon Rose. Juan Carlos Canas having a long lap of 43.9. He drops down to 6. So Brandon Rose and Mason Fuller are separated by 1.1 seconds. And up and over those whoops goes Mayfield, making it look easy. Goes through them like butter. A hot knife through butter. Ryan Mayfield now 2.3 seconds up on Ryan Lutz. The Mayfield, the relentless one, doing what he does, doing Mayfield things. Ryan Lutz, though, just threw down a 40.7 to a 40.2. Seth Van Dalen for 46 and Brandon Rose for 40.8. Canas having a very long lap. Let's see what he answers that with, a 40.5. So Canas still has that one joker lane, and Mason Fuller has 2. Very important that you do that. Fastest pit stop so far, Soren Van Dalen for 5.1 seconds. That's why Seth Van Dalen's in 3rd. All right, there's Brandon Rose and Mason Fuller. This is the current battle for 4th and 5th. But Mason Fuller has 2 joker laps in his pocket. Right behind them is Juan Carlos Canas, and Mason Fuller takes his joker. And that's going to give him some clear air. Well done to Mason Fuller, getting away from that pack. Now he can set his sights on Ryan Lutz and Ryan Mayfield and save that joker lane for when he really needs it. All right, now we're on board. Let's pick up with Mason Fuller right now because he is currently in 3rd. And there's Mason Fuller coming down off the wall. He's the man on the move because he's chasing down Lutz. That's Seth Van Dalen. He's currently in 4th. Well done, cameraman. There we go. We are on board with Mason Fuller as he makes quick work of those whoops, goes a little bit wider. Fuller needs to put his head down and kick off some fast laps. Ryan Mayfield has a 4.8 second lead up on Ryan Lutz. They can't let Mayfield get that lead. He will not let it go. And Fuller putting on the afterburners as he comes up over that double, gives it a little whip. He is meaning all business. He's got an antenna tube. I've never seen him run an antenna tube. He must want to be able to see that car, or maybe having some radio interference. Fuller gets by Tebow, and now he has some clear area. He has to go double, single. Mason Fuller just threw down a 40.9. He has 4.8 seconds to make up on Ryan Lutz, and he has that extra joker lap that he's going to save. Mayfield out front, and Ryan Lutz 4.3 back. Let's see what Fuller's time is back to Lutz when he comes by the clock now, and that gap is now 5.2 seconds, so he's going backwards. Ryan Mayfield, Ryan Lutz, Mason Fuller, Seth Van Dalen, Brandon Rose, Juan Carlos Canas. Your top, and Jonah Wilson now up into that 7th spot. Mason, that time by for 40.7. Lutz for 40.3. Lutz is silently going fast out there. That gap, he's chipping away at that gap to Mayfield. That gap is now 4.3 seconds. After Mason goes across the line, let's pick up on 2nd place Ryan Lutz, who just came across the line and should be coming into the doubles here shortly. Mason Fuller with a 55, and he is still on a 5.2 second deficit behind Mayfield. And there is Ryan Lutz making his way up and down the wall, and Ryan Lutz is poised for a great finish if he keeps it like this. And there he is. And Lutz able to power out and triple that. And up and over that ski jump he goes. And Ryan Lutz trying to put his head down and catch up to Ryan Mayfield. He's got that 8-minute fuel mileage, so that helps him. Lutz making his way across the stage and into the straightaway. He goes across the line. He goes, that's a 41.5, slightly slower lap. That gap now 5.2 seconds. Fuller in third. Answers for 40.1. Now the gap between him and Mayfield and Lutz is 3.9. So it's still not unattainable. We're coming up on the halfway mark. Ryan Lutz and Mason Fuller are still within striking reach of Mayfield. And let's not forget that Mason Fuller has that extra joker lane, and these two don't. So Mason Fuller just put his head on, click on some fast laps. It's kind of difficult. You got to know that you may not be close to the person you're racing, but you're still in position. So right now, while Ryan Lutz may be, it's weird. It's just how it works out with the joker lanes. So right now, we're watching Ryan Lutz in the pink, white, and blue Kyosho on the raw speed tires and the Alpha Falcon engine. And he's going to make his way. Whoa! Lutz saved it just now. He actually fell down the wall. I think Mason Fuller came in for fuel. He's now down in fourth. So Fuller must have come in for fuel. Yep. We just went on the 15-minute mark, so we're seeing our second round of pit stops for racers going 7.5. Lutz might stay out one more lap. We'll see. Oh, Lutz coming in. So Lutz coming. And Eric Hanneman doing the pits. And it's going to be a 6.2 second pit stop for Ryan Lutz. Mason Fuller did come in for fuel. And now he's back in third, and he's 8.1 seconds back of Lutz. Seth Van Dalen in fourth, Jonah Wilson in fifth, Brandon Rose, JC3 in eighth, Heckert in eighth, Wiggins in ninth, and Setzer in 10th. But this man right here, cutting through the whoops like a hot knife through butter. And Mayfield is starting to stretch that lead. He's in for fuel. Mayfield in at the 16-minute mark, 16:20. So 8-minute stops for him. Mayfield, though, looking dialed right now. Let's see how it all shakes out. Mayfield, that car looks good. He looks confident. He's able to triple out, double up here, and into that ski jump he goes. You can see the spectators, the RC racers watching in the crowd, watching in the stand, sorry. Mayfield, consistently does that same line over and over and over again. Mayfield going to come in. That's going to be a 45.8 pit out lap. Let's see what Seth Van Dalen does when he comes across the line. Fuller still got one more joker lane. So does Juan Carlos Canas. So Fuller and Canas both have a joker lane in their back pocket. But they're kind of far behind where it makes a difference. They need some intervention from the RC gods if they want to beat the relentless one, Ryan Mayfield. Looking to go for the sweep here at PNB 2025. Mayfield up and around that 180. Seth Van Dalen currently in second. He's 6.5 seconds back of Mayfield. Ryan Lutz now 1.9 back of him. Brandon Reyes, Mason Fuller, JC3, your top six. JC3 now 5.5 seconds back of Mason Fuller. So Fuller and Canas got a lot of work to do if they want to get up to that top three. Mayfield, now that gap 6.1 seconds up on Seth Van Dalen. So Mayfield just out there on a Sunday afternoon drive saying, I can't wait till this is done for a frosty beverage. And that's a good shot of Seth Van Dalen and that techno representing the great state of Minnesota, 10,000 lakes. He'd like to take a victory here and get a ticker tape parade and a lake named after him up there in Minnesota. I can see it now. Seth freaking Van Dalen Lake, a lake of the Van Dalens. Ryan Mayfield, Seth Van Dalen, Ryan Lutz, Brandon Rose, and Mason Fuller, your top five. Juan Carlos Canas dropped down to seventh, and Spencer Heckert is up to sixth. Heckert used his last and final joker lane. Right now, we are on board with the orange, blue, and white techno of Seth Van Dalen as he makes easy work of the wall and that double. He's trying to put his head down and chip away at that lead. He has a 6.4 second deficit to make up on Mayfield. And there we see Seth cutting on the, well, that's traffic, letting him by. Mayfield just picked off a 40.6. All right, so we have a pit update. Let's go over to Patrick.
All righty, guys. So I've been kind of quiet down here because, everything that's going on, Keena's been saying, but Unfortunately, we have our first casualty as Jared Tebow is out of this one. Unfortunately, it was the front shock end. So Jared Tebow is out of this one.
Unfortunately for Teebs, he is out. A shock end has cost him. Hello, Scotty. Hope you're well, my friend. Good job down there at the Worlds. I need to go watch it tomorrow or Tuesday. Looking forward to that 10-scale World Championship. Ryan Mayfield still out front. 6.8 seconds. It's not insurmountable, but Seth Van Dalen, Mason Fuller, and Ryan Lutz are running out of time. Mason Fuller has used his second and his third and final joker lane. The only person, there's only a few drivers out there that have some left. Tater Sontag has one, Adam Drake has two, and Harold Sanderoff has three. So Harold going to hold off to the very end to click off and improve his positioning. And we are on board with Seth Van Dalen. All right, guys, let's drop back to this should be a battle between him and May. There's the Iceman. The Iceman trying to put his head down. He did get a second at DNC. He wants a first. And this is exactly what Mayfield wants. He wants these guys to battle it out while he's just out front worried about traffic and picking off his clean lines. Wow, Drake isn't even running his race paint. He's going to flow yellow thing. So that tells you something how big this track is. Mason Fuller around the go-kart tire he goes. Fuller seems to have, he just didn't have the qualifying that he needed. He was having some issues. He seems to always be able to put it together in the finals. But let's see if the Fuller, the Iceman, can pull off a win and take that big Pro Nitro Buggy win and fulfill the prophecy of the NNRC. Ryan Mayfield, Seth Van Dalen, Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, Brandon Rose, your top five. JC3 losing complete touch of Brandon Rose, and he has used all his joker lanes. So JC3 was one of the favorites coming in for the RC Superman Max Mort. He's going to have to eat some crow if it finishes like this. There we see Mason Fuller trying to put his head down. He gets by Harold Sanderoff. There's Seth Van Dalen. Harold doing a very good job out there racing with the pros. And Seth trying to get by him. Mason wants to get by him. He chased on Seth. And he does. Goes on the inside. Great pass by Mason. So now he sets his sight on Seth freaking Van Dalen. That gap is 1.8 seconds. But guess what? I think Mayfield came in for fuel. Or he had I'm trying to figure out because now Seth Van Dalen is only 4.3 seconds back. So these guys are actually catching Ryan Mayfield. We got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Will this be enough time for these guys to catch up to Ryan Mayfield and give us an epic finish and an epic race? Will we see one of these young racers reach up and snatch that victory from Ryan Mayfield? I'm not sure. 4.3 seconds with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, and they need a pit stop. It can be done. So there's Seth coming in for his last pit stop. Mason Fuller only has, I can't tell because it says it's clicked it off 6 times, so I don't know. All right, so we heard that Mason Fuller is coming in for his last pit stop. Will it be enough? No, I don't know. It's not enough time, 7 minutes. He came in at DNC with 5 minutes left to go, but that was DNC. This is PNB. Does Mason Fuller have enough gas in the tank? Does he have the rhythm to chase down Mayfield? All right, let's get back to Mason Fuller as he comes in for his last pit stop. Fuller in for his last pit stop. He needs a very good one, and he gets it full, and Mike Fuller gets him out. It is going to be a 6-second pit stop. Not too shabby, but can Mason Fuller, it's just too much of a gap. He needs some intervention from the RC guards. It's going to be too much of a gap with only 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. That gap was 6 seconds when he came in. It's going to be a lot more than that when he comes out. He has to slam that car on. He couldn't make the triple. Great driving by Mason Fuller. Right now it's Ryan Mayfield, Mason Fuller. Mayfield's pitting. Okay, I wasn't sure. There we go. So Mayfield's in. We have a race, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Let's get back to the main camera. Up and on that Mason Fuller. Around that 180. Over that Mason Fuller. That's who we want to focus on right now. Seth Van Dalen into that second spot. Mayfield's going to be all right. He's got a 10 Let's see how it all peters out after this. Right now it's Ryan Mayfield, Seth Van Dalen, Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, and Brandon Rose. Mayfield going to come by. What's that gap going to be? And we need Seth to come by to figure it out. And Mason Fuller, it's a big gap. And it's 8.2 seconds. Ugh, it's not going to be possible. They need Mayfield to make a lot of mistakes or some sort of error. Mayfield doesn't make many of them, and he hasn't had many DNFs lately. So he is on par for a victory here, barring any disaster. Right now, Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, and Seth Van Dalen are having a good race. Let's drop on. Let's see if we can pick that up as we let Mayfield do Mayfield things. Let's pick up Mason Fuller and Ryan Lutz, Seth Van Dalen. They're having a good battle between them. It's Ryan Mayfield, Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, Seth Van Dalen, Brandon Rose, your top 5. Spencer Heckert, Jared Wiggins, JC3, Jonah Wilson, Adam Drake used all his joker lanes, Tater Sontag, Harold Sandaroff, the only driver on left racing who has joker lanes, but currently scored down in 17th. Mayfield continues to carve out fast laps, goes a little bit wide, gets out into the fluff. There you see Fuller. Oh, that's Lutz who made that mistake, I think. Is that Lutz? That's Lutz who made a mistake coming off the wall. Mason Fuller now 8.6 seconds back. That gap is insurmountable. He cannot make that up in the time that he has. He needs some intervention. He needs Mayfield to have a problem or just have a few bad laps. And we know Mayfield, he doesn't do those bad laps too much. So Ryan Mayfield poised for victory with 4 minutes left to go, but we cannot seal the deal because in order to finish first, you must first finish. We're on board with Mr. Ryan Lutz, who's currently in 3rd. Seth Van Dalen, oh, Lutz is having a bad day. That's not good. That's going to allow Seth Van Dalen by. Let's pick up on Mason Fuller. And then, because there's Mason Fuller trying to click off some fast laps, but a little bit too late for him. Maybe if he would have held on, I don't know. Sometimes you think, should I have held on to a joker lap or not? But no harm, no foul. As it stands, he has an 8.1 second lead to make up on Ryan Mayfield. Ryan Lutz going to drop down to about 4th. So it's going to be Ryan Mayfield, Mason Fuller, Seth Van Dalen, Ryan Lutz, Brandon Rose, your top 5. Spencer Heckert in 6th. Jared Wiggins in 7th. Juan Carlos Canast showed great promise in the beginning, but is now down in 8th. Jonah Wilson, Adam Drake, Tater Sontag, Cole Caston, Lee Setzer, Joey Burdon in 15th, Cannon Line 15th, Harold Sandaroff 16th, Robert Battier 17th, and the only one out right now is Jared Tebow. All right, so you know what? That gap, what happened? Hold on. The gap between Mayfield and Mason Fuller is down to 3.1 seconds. Something has happened. Mayfield's had some unforced errors. He just had a 45-second lap, or maybe he came in for a splash and dash. Nope. I don't see anything like that. Let's get on Mayfield when we get a chance, please. 2 minutes left to go. That gap now is 3.1 seconds. All right, so now we have a race. Mason Fuller, a 40.6. That gap, 3.6 seconds with 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go. Can Mason Fuller put some afterburners on and catch up to, there's Mayfield going up the wall. And so there's Mayfield right now. So Mayfield still has a decent gap there. You can see Mason Fuller on the other lane. So I don't know what happened to Mayfield, but he had a very bad lap. He had a 45-second lap, and that cost him a lot of time off camera. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit too, he needs some mistakes. Fuller, not enough time to capitalize on that mistake. Oh, Fuller just had a traction roll off camera, I'm told. So Mason Fuller was trying to hunt down Ryan Mayfield. He now cannot do it because it's only 1 minute left. Ryan Mayfield looking locked and loaded, looking for win number 2 of the day. And second big race win of the year. coming off that DNC win. As he comes across the line, that's a 41-2. Mayfield got this lap plus one more. I agree with you, Nux Boxing. All right, so Mayfield, 23 seconds left. He'll get this lap and one more. Mason Fuller now 10 seconds back, so I think Mayfield's going to have a victory lap right here. Nope. Fuller will get by for one more. He'll be the only one. Seth Van Dalen maybe. So Mayfield, Fuller, Van Dalen, Ryan Lutz, Brandon Rozier, top 5. JC3. All right, so Patrick, let's hold on Patrick as Mayfield comes by for the victory. He's already won. So well done to Ryan Mayfield. He is your 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast Nitro Pro Nitro Buggy Champion. That's 2 for 2 so far. He needs one more for the sweep. Very impressive by Ryan Mayfield as he takes that win. A good drive by Mason Fuller, but just coming up a little bit short. It's going to be Ryan Mayfield, Mason Fuller, Seth Van Dalen, Ryan Lutz, Brandon Rose, Juan Carlos Canas, Spencer Hackett, Jarrett Wiggins, Jonah Wilson, Adam Drake, Cole Caston, Lee Setzer, Joey Berdorn, Camden Lime, Harold Sandoff going to finish in 15, followed by Robert Battier, Taylor Sontag, and Jared Tebow. Let's go have a word with them all. All right, everybody, that was a great race. Where's Ryan Mayfield? Let's try and find Mayfield. Where is he? Hey, Miss Moon. Safe travels. Oh, there he is. All right, I'm here with Ryan Mayfield, 2 for 2.
Yeah, man, that was a tough one. Kind of the same thing. Everybody started throwing joker laps at the beginning, and I didn't want to lose, the side of the lead. I didn't want to be in traffic, so I used a couple of mine as well. I ended up using all 3 because I heard Lutz did, and I was like, well, I got to get by him, get up there. Thank you. And I got the lead, and I don't want to say it was easy because it wasn't. Mason was really close at the end. I made a mistake in the whoops and on the before the single, and then into the whoops in the same lap. And then Mason was like 3 or 4 seconds behind me, and I saw him make a mistake on the wall, and then I heard like a minute to go. You can't hear anything on the driver's stand when you're driving. So thought I heard a minute to go, and then I kind of clocked him on the track, and I'm like, all right, man, just don't crash in the freaking whoops because that was the only place that was sketchy. So, but yeah, overall a great weekend so far. Techno cars have been working good. Basically the same setup I ran at DNC. A couple small changes just for the difference in track, but not a lot. And I'm pretty happy that I found a package for me that I can run this car at all these different surfaces, and it's working really well everywhere with just some very minor changes. So, J Concepts tires, green reflex again. I mean, they've probably won this race, 10 times. So, so far so good. And we still got e-buggy here in a few hours, so looking forward to that. And good job to everybody that got on the podium. They kept me honest for sure. I could tell they were close. And that was a good race.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, congratulations, and that's 2 for 2. Let's see if you can do the sweep. Good luck in e-buggy.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.
All right, that's Ryan Mayfield. He takes the Pro Nitro Buggy A final. Let's go see who else we can talk to here. Brandon Rose. We have Ryan Lutz. Let's go talk to Ryan Lutz. Hey, Ryan. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right.
Oh, you was in the mix for a little bit there, but tell us a little bit about your race.
Started out great. I knew if I started like top 3 and we were running clean, I was just going to take the first 3 jokers to run clean track at the start of the race, and it was working well. But then I cased the triple going away and lost a couple seconds, so I knew I needed to make up that time. And then just errors throughout the race, especially near the end. Car got a little hot, and I dipped out a little bit. Made some mistakes, but 4th's all right.
We'll take a 4th and a podium. Congratulations. Thank you for putting on the show, and you had me excited with those 3 joker laps right off the bat.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, Kenny.
Awesome. Let's go have a talk with B. Rose. And congratulations. Good job on the 4th as well, Ryan. Brandon, what's up, B. Rose? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your race? How'd you feel about that?
It was pretty good. I was kind of in no man's land the whole time. I'm kind of bummed I didn't use my jokers early enough, I think. Kind of got lost touch with like the lead group and kind of just cruised and paced by myself. But my car was really good. My driving was good. I was happy with it.
Yeah, definitely a very good positive comment out of PNB for you on your third big race on your new ride. A good job. You put on a good show this weekend, man, and we look forward to seeing what you do at Silver State in a month's time.
Hey, Keenan, I'm excited.
Awesome. That is Brandon Rose. And I'm looking for who else? I can't see anybody. Oh, Seth. We're just going through. Hey, Seth, how you doing, man? That's a good race for you, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good race. Kind of got ball jammed by some lap traffic out there. It's hard to hear up there, but you would think after getting past 8 times you'd get out of the way. But it is what it is. It was a good race. I was hoping to save my last joker, but had to use it to get around a lap car, and kind of had to use it too early and was 5 seconds behind Mayfield. Trying to make time up, but it's so tight on this track. It's impossible.
Awesome. Well, I think you could take some positive out of this, and especially coming off a strong DNC. Thanks for coming and racing with us and seeing what you do at the next one at Silver State.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. That's Seth freaking Van Danen. Where's the Iceman? I'm sorry, dude.
What?
I picked you.
Yeah, not my best run, but I started 6th, kind of was in like 5th, 4th for the most of the race, and then used my jokers, got up 2nd. Then Mayfield wrecked. I was like 2 seconds back, but I guess I'll have to set up for 2nd again.
Yeah, a little bit difficult out there to catch him up. We was watching you. I saw you was holding your joker lanes. I kind of saw what you was trying to do, but you kind of had to be up in touch with him to use them. And but good race nonetheless. Another 2nd, a bridesmaid, never a bride. We're waiting for you to fulfill the prophecy of the NNRC. Well, hopefully you can do it at Silver State. But thank you for putting on the show.
Yep, thank you. We'll try again Silver State in a couple weeks. So.
Awesome. Good job, buddy. All right, I think I've interviewed almost everybody here. Am I missing anybody? We're going to hand it over to Dave.
Over to the podium. All right, let's go ahead and get on up there, guys. Come on, let's go. Awards are directly behind you. Go ahead, guys. Hop on up there. All right, we got Camden up there. Here we go. Looks like everybody's getting in place. Awards are directly behind you. All right, here we go. Top 5 fastest here at the 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast Pro Nitro Buggy. Taking that number 5 spot, Brandon Rose. In the number 4 spot, Ryan Lutz. Taking that number 3 spot, Seth Van Dalen. In the number 2 spot, Mason Fuller. And your top qualifier in 2025 Psycho Nitro Blast Pro Buggy Champion, Ryan Mayfield. Congratulations, guys. Well done, well done. 30 minutes. Hard-fought battles out there. Great job. Ryan, back-to-back. Will he make it a 3rd in Pro E-Buggy? We're going to find out. All right, Lance, take it away.
Alrighty, guys. Sportsman Nitro Truggy getting it fired up here. I need my turn marshals, please, from race number 45. Pro Nitro Buggy, come on out. Need my turn marshals out here, please. Marshals, come on out. Race number 46, getting them warmed back up. Turn marshal, set a track, please. Let's get back to our program. We're on race number 46. We got to go all the way 62. We got a long ways to go because we got a lot of 20 and 30-minute mains to run. Marshals to the track, please. Marshals to the track, please. Jacob, everything good? Okay. All righty, guys, I'm missing a couple of marshals. Leave my marshals out here. Here comes Jared. Thank you. All righty, guys, turn them loose. Race number 46.
Mike
Let's
Tudor.
get them checked in.
Red
One lap.
Shield.
Mechanics, come
Jose
on
Agostino.
out. Mechanics,
Calvin
come on
Carpenter.
out.
Tim Hubbard. Fred Hargis. Andrea Sandine. Jonathan Davis. Keith Frizora. Jesse Davis. Dennis Brew. Jerry Klingbeil. Corey Humphreys. Charles Carruthers. Buddy Spears. Chip Cauliflower.
All righty, guys, let's get them lined up. Mechanics, come on out. Jesse Davis on the 1. Dennis Brew on the number 2. Corey Humphreys on. Corey Humphreys in the number 3. Mike Tudor in the 4. Jonathan Davis in the 5. Michael Phillips in the 6. Chip Cauliflower in the 7. Jose Santiago in the 8. Benji Mullins in the 9. Jerry Klingbeil in the 10. Tim Hubbard in the 11. Buddy Spears in the 12. Calvin Carpenter in the 13. Andrea Sandine in the 14. Keith Frizora 15. Charles Carruthers 16. Fred Hargis in the 17. Brett Shear in the 18. One lap, guys, line them up. One lap, line them up. Straightaway is closed. Okay. I am missing one marshal. I am missing a marshal by the wall.
All right, everybody. I see somebody asking why the Pro Nitro Buggy main is so early. Oh, that's because everybody around the world, so everybody around the world can watch it. That's why. And the people here can watch it, and the people can go home and have a good time. If we waited to the last race, we'd be running the A final at 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's get that over. That's why they did it, because if you ran it at the end of the day, it would be 1 o'clock in the morning and nobody would be able to watch it. That's why we did it. What's up, Carl? Captain Carl, how you doing, good buddy? What an impressive drive by Mayfield. Made that mistake, though. I tell you, the relentless one. Never give up. All right, and they are off. This is your Sportsman Nitro Truggy B main. Jesse Davis, Dennis Brew, Corey Humphreys, Mike Tudor. Hope you guys have been enjoying the coverage. We greatly appreciate it. All right, so we're on board with Mike Tudor in that green and yellow HB. They did it, so Rimfire, they actually did this last year as well. What's up, Raymond Gaginski? How are you? Just got home. Well, it just, you know, even they do it at DNC. Well, they used to. It's because this race goes so long. If we waited to do the last Pro Nitro Buggy finals, we'd be doing them at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. 11, 12 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. As it is, we're race 46, and we got 62 to go. Dax Cox, actually, great question. I will let you know in a second. Dennis Brew out front. He's used 0 of his Joker laps, 2 minutes in, 18 left to go. right, so that's Corey Humphreys taking his Joker lane. We're on board with Dennis Brew and that yellow and green car. No, Dennis Brew's already come by. We are on board with Mike Tudor, who is now in fourth. Up next after this, Intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. Hey, Miss Brisbane, how are you? Good to see you and Tim this weekend. Safe travels back home. All right, so Corey Humphreys still out front. Fred Hargis now taking over that lead. Another Rock local. All right, Cass says good night. He out. Exactly. See, Cass is in Israel, so you got to watch the final. If he would have waited to the end of the day, he would have seen it at work tomorrow morning. All right, so this pink and yellow car, that's Fred Hargis. Up next, Intermediate Nitro Buggy. B-Man, that should be good. That should be very good. Alrighty, so there is our leader. The Purple People Eater car with the yellow wheels and yellow ink. Corey Humphreys, or affectionately known as Big Head with all his friends. I hope to see you guys at the next one. Keep up the good work with the YouTube channel and the racing. Family that races together stays together. Awesome to see that. Corey Humphreys, Dennis Brew, Fred Hargis, Mike Tudor, Andrea Sandy in your top 5. Number 2 will bump up right now. Corey Humphreys and Dennis Brew are your bumper uppers. Corey Humphreys has a 2.8 second lead up on Dennis Brew. They get 2 Joker lanes in this 20 minutes. Oh, Dennis Brew must got taken out by somebody. All right, so that purple car is first, and that's Corey Humphreys getting it wrong in the whoops, and that's going to allow Dennis Brew by. Mr. Nitro Caddy himself, Dennis Brew, out front. Oh, man, Dennis Brew went all the way up to the sign there. Able to pull it. Oh, and he jumped and clipped that pipe. That's going to allow Corey by. We're currently following this green-orange car of Mr. Nitro Caddy himself. North Georgia Shootout, Ross. And the IBC in Portugal in May. All right, so Dennis Brew in for fuel. Mr. Robert Somoji doing the pits. And he's out. It's Dennis Brew from Corey Humphreys, Fred Hargis, Mike Tudor, Andrea Sandin, Jesse Davis, Jonathan Davis, my fellow Bermudian. He's Tim Hubbard, Jose Augustino, Jerry Klingbeil, Brett Scherer, Buddy Spears, Chip Cauliflower in 13th, Calvin Carpenter 14th, Keith Frisora 15th, and Charles Carruthers 16th. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Dennis Brew's brave. He's got a white hoodie on at this race. That's brave right there. Corey Humphreys still out front by 1.8 seconds. Corey's used to 2 joker lanes. Dennis still has 1 to go. Hello, Mr. Steve. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Danny Rankin, Corey cut the track at the wall. Why didn't you get a penalty? Maybe the race director didn't see it, buddy. He only has 2 eyes. They can only see in one direction. All right, so Dennis Brew got a 6.2 second lead up on Corey Humphreys. Next race is looking to be good. We got some fast intermediate racers in there, so it should be good. We have intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. You know what I'm surprised at? That paint has still held up on top of those whoops, to be fair. I'm very surprised that they're still there. The paint's, I'm surprised that the whoops are still somewhat still in shape, to be fair. This track has held up excellently this weekend. Ten minutes and 15 seconds left to go. We are almost at the halfway mark. We have a 20-minute B main coming up next. And there is the Nitro Caddy man. B set. Uh-oh. Doing some turn march reduce and retrieval. I think that's Andrea Sandine that he's carrying, actually. Oh, no. They're okay. Maybe Calvin Carpenter? Nope, not him. Could be. Could be. Could be. All right, so Dennis Brew still out front by 11.9 seconds. Corey Humphreys now all the way down in 6th. Jesse Davis now moves into that 2nd spot, but he's 13 seconds back of Dennis Brew. I want to thank you all for joining. Give me a second. Let me find out about something real quick.
7:30 left to go. These guys are all within their final fuel windows here with 7:30 remaining. Dennis Brew is still leading the way, and he still has a joker pass available to him. Mike Tudor and Jonathan Davis have not used any of theirs. Tim Hubbard has one remaining. Everybody else has used theirs up. All right, you got 7 minutes left to go.
7 minutes left.
All right, everybody, we are going to do the drawing for the e-ticket Mugen kit after this, and that will be the last e-ticket sale of the day, of the weekend. We want to thank everybody for their support in making this happen. Without that support, we couldn't make this cover. We couldn't bring this coverage to you, so we thank you all. And may somebody go home with their choice of either a Mugen e-buggy, Nitro buggy, or Nitro truck, I believe it is. Oh, man. We're probably not going to get home till Tuesday. We got a lot of cleanup and pack up to do here. Uh-oh. .5:30 left to go. Dennis Brew has pretty much led this from the very start. He had a little battle going on with Corey, but Corey is now down in 7th. Wow, we are almost to 5,000 subs. I hear somebody screaming out there. Not sure what all the hooping and hollering is for. Ah, you know what it is? It's that Joker lane. Whoa. Dennis Brew makes sure he clears those tires. Leatherman says, waffles. Waffles. All right, so Dennis Brew followed by Andrea Sandine now into 2nd. She's 24 seconds back. Jesse Davis has a 1.2. Actually, if we drop back, we're starting to have a battle for 2nd and 3rd here. So Dennis Brew followed by Jesse Davis. He takes that 2nd place back from Andrea Sandine. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh, wow. That was hectic. So Brew still out front by 33 seconds. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Tudor now up into that 2nd spot. Tudor only used one joker, so Tudor been playing the long game. All right, so we are on board with, actually we got to pick up Tudor in that green and yellow car. He's in second now. Just used his second Joker lane. We're currently on board with that beautifully white, gray, and pink truggy. All right, so I just told Danny that he has to check something. We won't be able to do the waffle. We won't be able to do the waffle. He's got to take some time and look for it, look at something. We got 90 seconds left to go. We're going to pick up with Mike Tudor. He's currently in second. He waited till late to use his Joker lanes, and it paid off for him. Tudor looks to be comfortable in that spot, that second spot. And he'll get that bump up with just under a minute left to go. Mike Tudor looking to check his ticket into that A final along with Dennis Brew. He has a 6.2 second lead up on Andrea Sandin. Tudor's going to get one more lap after this. So will Andrea. Hey, what's up, Steve Forward? Good evening, Lefty. Well, good morning for you. I fell asleep and the stream was still on. Well, good wake-up call, I'd say. Welcome back. Woo! Tudor carved that line. Nice. All right, so Dennis Brew will take the win, followed by Mike Tudor. And Tudor comes by the loop, and he will check his ticket into that A final later on today, this evening. All right, everybody, up next is Intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. Another 20-minute race. All right, well done, Dennis Brew, Mike Tudor, Andrea Sandin, Jesse Davis, Jonathan Davis, Fred Hargis, Corey Humphries, Brett Scherer, Tim Hubbard, Chip Cauliflower, Jerry Klingbeil, Chip Cauliflower, Kiefer Sora, Charles Carrillos, Buddy Spears. All right, well done. All right, up next, Intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. We got Thomas Kaufman, Javon Mallory, Juan Jose Serna, Joe Steichleather, Travis Jones, Greg Nicholas, Justin Cranford, Caden Adams, Marlo Bright, Will McIver, Brian Eider, Brandon Weekly, Cash Pieri, Larry Wright IV, Shane Coffey, Mark Moon, Alex Thomas, and Ben Decker. All right, I'm going to put it over to the land so these guys get their warm-ups, and I'll be right back.
I have no check
Justin
from
Cranford.
Juan Serna or Joe Steichleather. No check from either one of you. Oh, there goes
Juan
one down
Jose
the front
Serna.
straightaway. It's Juan Serna, but no check from Joe Steichleather. Thomas Kaufman on the 1, Javon Mallory on the 2, Juan Serna on the number 3, Joe Steichleather on the 4, Travis Jones on the 5, Greg Nicholas on the 6, Justin Cranford on the 7, Caden Adams on the 8, Marlo Bright on the 9, Will McIver on the 10, Brian Eider on the 11, Brandon Weekly on the 12, Cash Perry 13. 1 lap, guys, line up, 1 lap, line it up. 1 lap. Cash Perry 13, Larry Wright 14, Shane Coffey 15, Mark Moon 16, Alex Thomas 17, and Ben Decker, please, on the 18. All right, guys, his intermediate Nitro Buggy B final. You can use your Joker Lane 2 times, guys. You just can't use it on the first lap. All right. I have no check from Joe Steichleather, no check from Joe. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm missing marshals in the middle, guys. I'm missing marshals in the middle. Missing marshals in the middle. Come on, guys. Marshals in the middle, please. I'm missing marshals in the middle. Come on, guys. I shouldn't be missing anybody. I had 16 in the last race. Dennis is already out there. Mike Tudor, you should be out there.
All right. This should be a good race. Race fans. That's Juan Carlos Canassa, Robert Battier pitting for Juan Serna. 20 minutes. This is Brandon Weekly in that Mayako shirt. I think that's Alex Thomas right next to him. I can't tell. Nope. That's not Alex. Okay, Stephen, well, glad you got to see Pro Buggy. That was a good race. Wrenching on my e-buggy and watching the race is awesome. You still have boats, right? Boats last forever. All right. They're getting ready to go down and quiet and boogity, 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 and they're off. Oh, wow, what a bet. Oh, my goodness. That was the worst start I've seen all day. Our leader just drove right into the pipe and caused a whole bunch of kerfuffle. Oh, well, that bodes well for Javon Mallory and that Sparko. Right behind him is Juan Jose Serna. That should be a good scrap. That purple Sparko and that pink S-Works behind him. What's up, Chris? Cheering on Javon. I was talking to Mr. Five Laps earlier. Dakota Burnett cheering on Brandon Weekly. You guys going home, Dakota? It's nice to meet you and see you. Yeah, man. All right, Javon getting it wrong, coming onto the straightaway. No, they tricked the loop. Oh, no, Javon's gone. Javon's pulling away. Dude, he built that car this weekend. Javon Mallory hasn't even raced the car. He's doing good with it. Javon's a very good driver. Clean lines. And that purple sparkly sparkle. It's sparkling right now. Thank you, Chad. We greatly appreciate it. No, we're going to do Danny's got to work on the Mugen Waffle. He said give him a few minutes, everybody. He does apologize. He's a busy man. The octopus has all 8 limbs going at the moment. Shane Coffey, Justin Crawford, Alex Thomas, Brian Adder, Javon Mallory are top 5. All of them have used their Joker Lane. Javon has not used one yet. We'll be out on board with Mr. Shane Coffey. Oh, wow. It's like follow the leader. And, oh, that's Alex Thomas getting it wrong. Hectic. That's the word. Alex should be in first now. Yeah. We'll have the PNB hangover probably Tuesday on the way home. Oh, wow. All right, so we're on board with Brian Eider from 11th to first. He's looking to bump up again. I believe he bumped it 40 plus. There's Brian Eider, Justin Cranford, Travis Jones, Alex Thomas, Javon Mallory are top 5. Javon used both of his joker lanes. Alex still has one. Cranford still has one. Jones still has one. Brian Eider has one in. Eider looking pretty sharp out there. 4 minutes down, 16 left to go. All right, Ida comes by for lap number 6.
$15 minutes left.
5 minutes down. And 15 minutes left to go. It's Brian Eider, Justin Cranford, Alex Thomas, Travis Jones, Greg Nicholas, Ben Decker, Cash Pieri, Larry Wright, Marlo Bright, Mark Moon, Shane Coffey, Juan Cerna into 12, Brandon Weekly 13, Kate Adams 14, Thomas Coffin 15, Will McIver 16, and Javon Mallory into 17. Brian Eider right now leading away, got a 5.6 second lead up on Alex Thomas. Thomas only 1.3 seconds up on Cranford. Tom Jones holding on to that 4. 2, 3, and 4. Still have
left.
joker passes available for him. Thomas now going to close in on the backside of Eider, 9/10 of a second back. Hey. Guys, don't forget to sit on your buckets out there. Don't forget to sit on your buckets. Some guys up on the driver's stand coming in through the patio. If you're standing up there, it's hard to see. Brian Eider and Alex Thomas right now separated by 1 second. Here comes Eider over here on the right-hand side of the track. Oh, looks like Alex Thomas might be using a joker lane to his advantage. Going to take over the race lead now. Put Eider in that number 2. You're right at 7 minutes down. 13 minutes left to go. Cranford going to move up to that 2. Eider working the 3.
$13 minutes left.
All right, you're 8 minutes down, 12 minutes left to go as fuel stops are all underway.
12 minutes left.
Alex Thomas and Brian Eider now separated by 2.8 seconds. It's Thomas, Eider, Decker, Cranford, Jones, your top five. Nine minutes down, 11 minutes left to go.
11 minutes left.
Cranford now going to be 1 second back of Brian Eider for that number 2 and final transfer spot. Both of them have used up their joker lane passes. Ben Decker from 18th on the starting grid right now showing into 4, 2 seconds behind Cranford. He has one joker pass still available to him. Closing in on the halfway mark here with 10 minutes down, 10 minutes left to go. Now we have a 3-car battle for that 2, 3, and 4. Eider still fighting and holding
left.
on that 2 spot. Now as we move into the bottom half of the race. Travis Jones working at number 5, Moon Pie in that number 6, Coffee 7. Larry Wright in the 8. Alex Thomas and Justin Cranford right now running 1 and 2 to separate at 0.2 of a second.
Nine minutes left.
.840 left to go, 840 remaining. Thomas, Cranford, Eider, Decker, and Jones. Right now your top 5.
Eight minutes left.
12 minutes down, 8 minutes left to go. Alex Thomas, 1.9 seconds up on Cranford. Cranford, 3.2 seconds up on Eider. Eider now comes across the line, 5.6 seconds back at the bump spot. Battle for the race lead, though, only separated by 2 seconds. 7:45 left to go. Intermediate Nitro Buggy, B Main out on the track, race number 47.
Seven minutes left.
Time winding on down here with 6:40 remaining. Another round of starts underway. Just over 6 minutes left to go. Alex Thomas right now, 6.2 seconds. The gap between 1 and 2. Brian Eider and Ben Decker, they're battling out for that number 3 and 4. They're separated by 0.6 of a second.
6 minutes left.
Mark Moon has battled his way up to the number 5 spot, 8.4 seconds back of the 4. Travis Jones holding on at number 6. Juan Cerna in the 7. Caden Adams in the 8. Shane Coffey 9. Will McIver in the 10, Thomas Coffin in the 11, Cash Perry 12, Marlo Bright in the 13, Brandon Weekly 14, Larry Wright in the 15, Greg Nicholas in the 16.
Five minutes left.
All right, less than 5 minutes left to go. Ben Decker in that number 3 spot, 1.5 seconds behind Justin Cranford for the number 2. 4:30 remaining. Shane Coffey holding on to 9. Will McIver in the 10. Thomas Kaufman in the 11. Cash Perry in the 12. Larry Wright 13. Brandon Weekly 14. Greg Nicholas in the 15. As time is closing in, Ben Decker finds himself 2 seconds away from Cranford for that bump spot.
All righty, guys, we're in the final 3 minutes of the intermediate Nitro Buggy B main. It is Alex Thomas out front, got 4.5 seconds up on Justin Cranford. Cranford 2.2 to the good for that final transfer, ahead of Ben Decker in the 3, Brian Eider in the 4, Moon Pie rounding out your top 5. Coming up next will be Sportsman Nitro Buggy B main. Sportsman Nitro Buggy B main. You guys are coming up next. Race number 48. .230 left to go. Race leader, I believe this is him going over the bat ski jump. Into the washboard section he goes. That is Alex Thomas in the Techno. Down the straightaway he goes. Justin Cranford in the Associated running in the number 2 spot. Oh, looks like Ben Decker going to take over the number 2 as Cranford down to the 3. That is the battle for the final transfer. 3 seconds in between them. Right at 1:30 left to go. Looks like Cranford having an issue on the far left-hand side. That's going to give some breathing room to Decker. Oh, Decker going to get caught up in a broken piece of the pipe. Going to have to be marshaled. That's going to allow Cranford to close back in as they go up and over the triple. Battle for the final transfer into the A main of Intermediate Nitro Buggy. Heading over the bat ski jump now. Joker lane is closed to all drivers, guys. Joker lane is closed to all drivers. Everybody has used both of them. Cranford going to get it wrong in the washboard. Here they come back toward the line.
1 minute left.
So Decker and Cranford now separated by 3.5 seconds. Within 1 minute left to go. 45 seconds to be exact left to go. Decker up and over the wall. Cranford up and over the wall. This is for the final transfer spot into the Intermediate Nitro Buggy A main. As Alex Thomas has opened up an 11.5 second lead. As long as he keeps the fire lit in that car, he will take the win here in the B main with 15 seconds left to go.
15 seconds left.
That transfer spot is still up for grabs as Cranford goes across the line in the number 3 spot. Race clock about to expire. It's going to come down to this lap.
Thomas.
All right, race them back to the line, guys. Cross the line and you are done.
Brian, you're done.
Alex Thomas going through the washboard for the final time here in the B main. Around the final corner, right by staging, down the front straightaway. Alex Thomas going to take the win here in the B main of Intermediate Nitro Buggy.
Travis Jones done. Brandon Weekly done.
Who's going to take that final transfer?
William McKiver done. Caden Adams
coming
done.
back toward the line, waiting for them to come back by.
Ben Decker done.
It's going to be
Juan
Ben
Decker
Decker holding on for the final transfer spot.
Cash Pierre
Got 3
done.
more cars still hot, guys. 3 cars still hot. Waiting on Cranford and Coffee. Cranford and Coffee. Trot's still hot, guys. Trot's still hot.
All drivers are finished.
That is a race, guys.
Justin
Everybody
Cranford
is done.
Shane Coffee done.
So Alex
The race is
Thomas
completed.
and Ben Decker, welcome to the A main. You guys are going to race number 57, gentlemen. 57. All righty, guys, put your cars down. Come on out and grab yourself a turn marshal spot. Hold your cars, guys. We got to do some pipe repair. Hold your cars. We got to do some pipe repair. Marshals, get in position. You have 45 seconds, Marshals. 45 seconds. All drivers from race number 47, come on out and grab yourself a turn marshal spot. Cash, if you want to grab an easy spot so you don't have to mess with your foot. I know you got a hurt foot. So Cash, if you want to grab an easy spot, that'll be fine. I know you're in gimpy mode. Come on, Marshals, let's go, guys. Marshals, you got 20 seconds, Marshals, 20 seconds. Let's get in position while we fix this pipe. Come on, guys, let's go, let's go. Intermediate Nitro Buggy B main, let's go, guys. Alex, Ben, Justin, Brian, Mark, Travis, William, Caden, Shane, Thomas, Cash, Greg, Larry, Brandon, Juan, Marlo, Javon, and Joe. Come on out to Marshall, guys. I'm missing Marshall's on the left-hand side. Marshall on the left-hand side. I got 3 buckets open on the left-hand side. All right, guys, making sure if we got that pipe fixed or not sure. Nope, I hear more nailed. Yep, Lance is out there fixing the pipe. Shout out to our race director, Mr. Lance McDonald, out there fixing some pipe for us. All right, guys, as Lance continues to fix the pipe, I want you guys to remember this is a 20-minute main. 20-minute main, you guys get 2 joker laps. 2 joker laps, you cannot use them until lap 2. You cannot use the joker laps until lap 2. So do not use it in warm-up, and do not use them on your first opening lap. I haven't turned you loose yet. I have not turned you guys loose yet.
Quentin
Where are you
Wages.
going?
Lucas Naikins. Brian
All
Johnson.
right, well, Lance said
Jesse
go ahead,
Davis.
so go ahead.
Drake Boyd.
You got one lap,
Damon
guys,
Evans.
one lap, and then
Scott
straightaway
Anderson.
is closed.
Roland Compton. Ron Halcomb.
One lap,
Jalen
straightaway
Rainbow.
is closed.
Mason Worley. Evan Berg. Brian Gateke. Chris Harris.
Pick guys, go ahead and
Dominic
make your
Valentine.
way to the front straightaway.
Jonathan
Pit
Davis.
crew, go ahead and make your way to the front straightaway. It's going to be Michael Goebel on the number 1, Chris Harris on the number 2, Damon Evans on the number 3, Jalen Wettengale on the number 4, Quentin Wages on the 5, Lucas Nakins on the number 6, Dominic Valentine on the 7, Ron Holcomb on the 8, Evan Berg on the 9, Drake Boyd on the 10, Brian Johnson on the 11. Slow on the straightaway, guys. Go slow on the straightaway. Slow on the straightaway. Brian Johnson on the 11, Jesse Davis on the 12, Rylan Rubel on the 13, Mason Worley 14, Brian Gateke on the 15, Roland Compton 16, Scott Anderson 17, Jonathan Davis on the 18. Go slow on the straightaway, guys, slow on the straightaway. Let's line them up. Everyone is checked in. All right, guys, hang tight. Lance is dressing one more piece of pipe. Everyone go ahead and get in position with your pick, guys. Hang tight as we fix this last piece of pipe. All right, Lance, are we good to go? I believe we are good to go. All righty, guys, here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Let's clean them out, clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. Here we go. Sportsman Nitro Buggy B-Main underway. You guys get 2 joker laps after lap number 2, guys. 2 joker laps after lap number 2. Easy, boys and girls, easy. You got 20 minutes on the clock, 20 minutes. Joker lane is closed on lap 1. Joker lane is closed on lap 1. No joker lane this lap. Do not take it. Easy, guys, easy. No joker lane, no joker lane. Joker lane is closed. Settle down, guys, settle down, find your rhythm. All right, let's see who's going to lead them around. Lap number 1. It is going to be Chris Harris in the S-Works. You got Damon Evans in that number 2 spot, Michael Goebel in the 3, Dominic Valentine 4, Quentin Wages in the 5.
19 minutes left.
All righty, guys, joker lane is open. Joker lane is open. You got 2 joker laps available within the next 19 minutes. You got 2 joker laps within the next 19 minutes. You can use them whenever you want, but you only get 2. So Chris Harris in the S-Works, making his way into the patio section. Solid Blue is race leader. Coming down the straightaway across start-finish line. Oh, Michael Goebel going to cash in his joker lap. He's going to take over that number 1 spot in the X-Ray. Chris Harris going to be a 10th of a second right behind him in that number 2 spot as they get together in that very blind double in the bottom left-hand side of the track. Oh, no, looks like we already got 1 casualty out there.
18 minutes left.
Unfortunate. I believe that is Jesse Davis. Unfortunate for Jesse. All right, looks like somebody else going to take their joker lap. Let's see who that's going to be. That's going to be Roland Compton from the 16 spot all the way up to the race lead. Roland's already used both of his joker laps to get back out front. Jalen Wettengill in that number 2. Damon Evans 3. Dominic Valentine 4. Chris Harris in the 5.
$17 minutes left.
Alrighty, guys, 3 minutes down, 17 minutes left to go. Roland Compton with the race lead. Currently 7.2 seconds up on Jalen Wiggle. Quentin Wages in that number 3 spot. Damon Evans holding on to number 4. Dominic Valentine in that number 5. Quentin right now using both of his joker lanes to move up to that number 3 spot. Remember, guys, you can only use it 2 times in a 20-minute main. Roland Compton used both of his. Quentin used both of his. So has Michael Goebel. Chris Harris used 1 pass. Jalen used 1. Evan used 1. Lucas used 1. Drake Boyd used 1. Brian Johnson used 1. The rest of you have used none.
$16 minutes left.
Roland Compton right now with 8.5 second lead up on Chris Harris last time by the line. Harris now 9/10 of a second up on Damon Evans. Compton for 16th on the starting grid all the way to the top spot. Trying to hold on to it here. Race number 48 on the track. Race number 49, 40 plus E-Buggy B main coming up next. Pro E-Buggy. You will be up right around $8 o'clock. Nope, I'm sorry. You're going to be up right around about 8:15.
15 minutes
8:15
left.
you'll be up. Yep. Roland Compton right now with the race lead. 9 seconds up on Damon Evans. Evans right now with a 4-second lead up on Quentin Wages. Chris Harris in the 4. Evan Berg working the 5. Jalen in the 6. Goebel in the 7. Dominic Valentine in the 8. Rylan Rubel in the 9. Lucas Nakins in the 10. Scott Anderson in the 11. Drake Boyd in the 12. Mason Worley in the 13. Ron Holcomb in 14. Jonathan Davis 15. Brian Gackey in the 16. Brian Johnson in the 17. Jesse Davis 18. Roland Compton right now with a 5.9 second lead up on Damon Evans.
$14 minutes left.
It's Compton, Evans, Wages, your top 3. Evan Berg still working in that number 4. Harris in the 5. As you're nearing your first round of fuel stops here, we've got one diving into the pits, getting his fuel. Roland Compton with a 1.1 second lead up on Damon Evans as they're battling out for that top spot. 7 minutes down, 13 minutes left to go. Fuel stops all underway here. Here's the Sportsman Nitro Buggy B final out on the track. Damon right now 5.8 seconds back at the race lead. He's still got a joker pass available to him. Evan Berg working at number 3. Harris in the 4. Compton, Evans, Berg, your top three. Harris 4, Goebel 5.
"12 minutes left.
It's Evans, Compton, 1 and 2. Berg working in that number 3 spot, 2.9 seconds back. Damon Evans right now leading away. Got a 3.5 second lead here up on Roland Compton. Patrick, I know you're in the pits. Patrick, I know you're in the pits.
left.
I need you to timing and scoring ASAP, please. Patrick, I need you to scoring ASAP, please. Evans, Compton, Harris, Berg, and Goebel, your top 5. Damon Evans has only used one of his joker passes. He's got 11-second lead up on Roland Compton. Compton has a 3.1 second lead up on Chris Harris, who's used 2 of his as well. Evan Berg still one pass in his back pocket. Ten minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Damon Evans rolling. Oh, here we go. Marshall coming over to get to him.
"10 minutes left.
10 minutes down and 10 minutes left to go. Damon Evans, Roland Compton, Evan Berg, Chris Harris, Rylan Rubel. Damon Evans, Roland Compton, still 1 and 2, 16 seconds now separating, but Evan Berg is trying to make that pass here on Compton for the final bump spot.
Left in his back pocket. Evan Berg in that number 2 spot. Roland Compton, 9.5 outside of transfer. All right, you guys, 12 down, 8 to go. 12 down, 8 to go. Damon Evans out front, got a 12-second lead up on the field. With a joker lane still available. Oh, nope, he just took it that time. Going to stretch out the lead even further. Evan Berg in that number 2 spot. Roland Compton 3, Chris Harris 4, Scott Anderson 5. Rylan Rubel in that number 6 spot. Jalen Wetgale in the 7, Ron Holcomb in the 8, Jonathan Davis in the 9. Dominic Valentine in the 10, Mason Worley 11, Drake Boyd in the 12. Quentin Wagers 13, Brian Gakey 14. Michael Goebel 15, and Brian Johnson in the 16.